Asheville. Yeah. WPEK Fairview, WMXF Waynesville. An iHeartRadio station. Guaranteed human.
Parse outlets were out of
Live from the Ingalls studio.
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
The Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dog see! Let him on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh, my God. The Jets killed him.
And welcome into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. Happy Friday, everybody. Well, I mean,
it's not Friday.
Is it not?
It
Feels like Friday.
It feels like Friday.
I'm doing all the Friday things to get ready for the weekend, so today's Friday.
Listen. If you've listened to this show for any period of time, I'm just going to give you a forewarning. Tank is on one today. He has been in rare form since I walked in this room this morning.
I'm feeling good in the neighborhood. It's a good day. Went by and saw Mom for a minute and checked on Dad to make sure he's okay. He's going in tomorrow to have his chompers replaced, and that's not a fun experience for anybody. Mom just had hers done like a couple of weeks ago, and so now Dad has been pressured into doing his, and so that's how I'm going to be spending my holiday tomorrow, Jeremy. You got big plans for the holiday weekend?
Golf. A lot of it.
Ooh, you going golfing tomorrow?
I am.
Nice.
I love weekday.
Are you going to wear
golf.
your Robin Egg shirt?
Why?
He's like, what did my shirt do to you?
It's springtime. It's almost summertime.
It's festive.
Just adding a little festivity to the
Mm-hmm.
proceedings.
Mm-hmm.
And you tell me I look like a jawbreaker, or the cup that or the cup that Swish came in when you were a child. I've heard both.
That was my favorite one. Was you look like a giant jawbreaker right now? I don't know that. Yeah. You do you, boo. Get out there and get some sun. Don't forget the sunscreen. I was so proud of you the other day for sunscreening.
I did. I wasn't burnt. My arms haven't hurt for 3 days. It's been quite lovely.
So today is actually, of course, Thursday. Tomorrow is Juneteenth, so it is a federal holiday. So they've deemed I can't be here, because if I'm going to be here, I will charge you double time for it. So they went, all right, you just take the day off. So we're going to take the day off. Now, so that means today is not only Threadbare Thursday, but it's also a free-for-all Friday. But we do have business to do because Jeremy found some things that he wants to talk about.
I did. There's an article on ESPN.com, which is, that's one of my daily resources. I just go to ESPN, see what everybody's talking about. Mm-hmm. Aaron Schatz, great writer for ESPN, he did an article. Final off-season moves for all 32 teams.
Yep.
Well, I read through them, and I agree with some of them, but some of them I don't think you're thinking big enough.
Mm-hmm.
Because virtually every team in the NFL still has an issue that we need to discuss. Okay. So today, that's what we're going to do.
All right. You got your way to get the comments in on the program. Of course, on the YouTube stream, just go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link in the center of the screen, and subscribe to the channel once you get there. And that's how you get into the chat. So your comments, your questions, all those things coming throughout the program today, as well as all of your Super Chats.
Show me the money, money. Show me the money.
From Red Sea, he said, I think my Arizona Cardinals must do before the season is make sure to give every week only the best F- game effort humanly possible. You remember when you were a kid and your dad told you to try your best? Arizona, try your worst. Just whatever it requires for you to lose every single game you come in contact with.
Mm-hmm. Stay healthy. That's all I ask. You can lose every damn game, 30 points.
And I'm fine.
Stay healthy, and we're all good. Play good enough so you don't get Jeremiah Love hurt. And let's try to make sure that you know, and I don't think that he'll do this, so Jacoby Brissett will, you know, not get Marvin Harrison Jr. killed coming across the middle or something. So let's, you know, pray for the best, pray for the help, and pray for
the worst.
17.
Pray for the best, pray for the worst.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great convex that way. So in Mr. Schatz's article, there's a lot of extending guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to lie, I agree with a couple of the things that he said here. For me, it's way more you're going to have to address position X somehow. I'm not as much worried about his extensions because what I have discovered over the last handful of years, if you want to extend a guy and a guy wants to remain with you, you'll extend him.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to extend a guy and he doesn't want to remain with you, you'll franchise him. So I'm not worried about that. Like New England's number one was extend Christian Gonzalez.
Why?
Are you worried about that in any way?
No.
Neither am I.
No.
I mean, he's got 2 years left on his deal. I don't think that's the biggest thing the New England Patriots need.
Mm-hmm.
But there are needs that I believe you're going to have to address.
Right. How do you feel those needs? If you don't have it on your roster already, is there anybody really out there left? I mean, there's a couple of names.
There's some dudes out there.
There's a couple of names.
There's some names that can, you know, for a year, and we're going to play some matchmaker. You know, fill some holes with some players that are still out there.
Okay. All right.
If you're a bad team, just be forewarned. You're probably not getting a veteran because you don't need to.
Right. Okay. All right. So do you know where you want to start in today's little process?
Leaving it up
here?
to you.
You just
I'm ready to start wherever you decide you want to start.
Well, you know, I guess we'll start at I'll just go random here and pick boom. NFC North. Look at that.
Nailed
Let's start
it.
with the NFC North division. Let's talk about the defending champions of the division.
The Chicago Bears.
The Chicago Bears need to do what? It's suggested that they bring in Joey Bosa.
I don't hate that one. That was actually one of the ones I had on my list that I went, I'm not going to tell you it's wrong. I know with the offense, I know so much where the offense is headed that I'm not worried that Khalif Raymond's the 3.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with a lot of teams, I would be worried about that. I'm not worried here because I know you're going to run 13 so much. Everybody's talking about them trading Cole Kmet. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because they brought in Sam Roush to be the better blocker. Loveland and Kmet are movable pieces. So I'm not worried about the offense. I think the offense will be fine. Pass rusher is one of the spots that I was looking at. Bears fans will tell you how much they love Austin Booker. And
he's okay.
I'm good with that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how he's going to take to a bigger role. But I think Joey Bosa that's a good one to throw out there. It's not the one that I was going to say.
Okay.
The one I was going to say, you already know him because he's already played for you. Leonard Floyd. Joey Bosa is a bigger name. Leonard Floyd's actually been productive.
Mm-hmm.
Joey Bosa can't stay on the field. I need somebody that I can count on to be the Robin to the Montez Sweat Batman and help him get back to Batman. I know he's not been that guy as a standing edge. I think in that Chicago defense, he could get back to where he's been. Because, look, he's not a young guy by any stretch of the imagination.
No, Leonard Floyd is 33 years.
He'll be 34 before the season starts.
Yeah.
I got 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
I got 1 year where I think he can be a nice situational pass rusher. You still got Odingbo. You've still got Austin Booker. And now I've got 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's my rule when I build a team, especially if I'm a 4-man front team. I want 4. I need the primary that plays 3 downs, in and out. I need somebody on the backside of that to be the run supporter. I need another pass rusher, and I need another run supporter. And I think that's what you would have with Chicago with the addition of Leonard Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
Is it sexy? No. Very little of this is going to be sexy. But I think come October, November, especially if you deal with an injury, because I'm going to be honest with you, if Austin Booker got hurt right now, the depth is hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Because you get to Jeremiah Martin way faster than you want to. Daniel Hardy, you remember that name? You remember that name that I made you know out of Montana State? That's been 4 years ago now.
Yeah, kind of.
He has as many sacks in the NFL, I think, as I do. Yep, sure does.
Sure does.
0-0. We're tied.
Sure does.
Competition's getting stiff, Daniel.
Yep. All right, so edge rusher.
I would go sign Leonard Floyd because I think it's going to be cheaper, and I actually think you're going to be happier with what you get.
Okay. All right, Chicago Bears need an edge rusher before we start the season. How about the Detroit Lions, the next champion of this division?
Detroit's a really complete roster to me. Everybody's going to look at it and say, you need another edge rusher opposite Aiden Hutchinson. For ESPN, it was you need to extend your guys. I can't tell you you're wrong on extending Brian Branch and Sam Laporta because you've only got 1 year on them. They were both second-round picks, so you've only got one more year on them.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you that one's wrong. I'm more looking at what position on this team is still giving me the angina. And I'm curious.
Cornerback.
That's the one. And you're probably going to tell me I'm crazy when I say this because he was not good last year. How about Marshawn Lattimore?
Does it do anything for you?
Here's what I think it does. Because I'm looking at that division and that schedule more than I'm looking at anything else. DJ Reed's a smaller guy. He's 5'9", and I think 5'9's even being kind of generous.
Mm-hmm.
Marshawn Lattimore can deal with bigger receivers. He's legit 6 foot tall. I don't know that you have an option right now to deal with anybody that's got some size.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you look in that division, you got Justin Jefferson. You got Rome Odunze. You got Christian Watson. I don't think any of them are going to just speed burn Marshawn Lattimore. That's what he struggled with last year, was getting put on an island against ones. He's not the one in Detroit. He would be the two.
Mm-hmm.
But he's the safety two. He's the veteran two. Because, look, Detroit's got a lot of options here. We said this the other day. Amos Rakestraw, still a really young kid. Keith Abney, that they just drafted. Terry and Arnold, that I'm not sure you're ever going to become a thing, but, man, I really hope you do.
Mm-hmm.
That's more a security blanket than anything because a lot of your dart throws are really young guys. Rocky Sin is really the only vet that if things don't go well, you can turn to.
Mm-hmm.
Corner is killed. It's Trayvon Diggs or Marshawn Lattimore, and there is not a whole lot of depth outside of that.
Right.
Do I love it? No, but I don't hate it either.
But is it better? That's the question.
A lot of this is not going to – it's not that it's going to be better. It's a security blanket.
Mm-hmm.
Marshawn Lattimore's been in this league a long time. He knows how to play corner in this league. His body's just failing him because he's 30 years old. It can help with the young guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he can still play. I just don't think he can play on an island.
Okay. How about the one thing you would do for the Green Bay Packers?
Do I have to stop at one?
You don't. How many things do you want to do for the Green Bay Packers?
There's just a lot about Green Bay. I mean, I'd love to add a corner, but I don't think any corner is actually going to certifiably change anything. Basically, Green Bay, you are where you are. Keyshawn Nixon, Carrington Valentine, Benjamin St. Juste, Brandon Cisse. That's where this is. But is there a guy that can help you right now? What is this team?
Oh, man.
If you were being 100% honest about what are the Green Bay Packers right now?
I feel like you're a middle-of-the-road running team.
There we go. That's what I was looking for. But that's not how they're built. Because you've invested in wide receiver. In spite of the fact we don't like the room,
Mm-hmm.
you still have a first-round pick there.
Mm-hmm.
You've used capital on all these other guys.
2 extensions on your starters.
Who's playing left tackle right now?
Don't know.
It's Jordan Morgan. Do you remember what I said about him when he came to the draft?
No.
I think maybe he can play right tackle, but he's really a guard. That's just playing on the left side. I don't love the player, but again, this is not about fixing the problem. It's about giving you a little bit of security. Cam Robinson. Go sign Cam Robinson because I'm telling you, Jordan Morgan's going to be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you look at what's on the other side of him in that division. Because he's going to get a lot of Aiden Hutchinson, Micah Parsons, Dallas Turner, Andrew Van Ginkel.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good pass rushing division. That's 6 of your 17 games. The rest of the schedule, it's not like you're seeing bums in terms of pass rushers.
Right.
I just think having absolutely nothing behind that is a fool's errand. Because the backup's Darian Kennard. He also played guard.
Mm-hmm.
Green Bay loves to do this. They think their scheme and their institution there is so good that they can make chicken salad out of chicken excrement because they made it work with Zach Tom and they made it work with Elton Jenkins.
Right.
I don't think it's going to work this time. And I'm afraid you're going to have an absolute chasm on the left side of that line.
So your suggestion is to pick up who?
Cam Robinson.
Cam Robinson. All right.
Is he a great left tackle? No. Is he a starting left tackle in this league? Yes. He's a top 32 left tackle in the league.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Jordan Morgan is. And you have nothing behind it.
I hesitate to ask you how many things you would fix for the Minnesota
all of them
Vikings. What logically could Minnesota do to make you feel better about this team?
I don't think you're going to love my answer. So with Minnesota, I don't think there's one thing that's going to fix this team. However, one of my problems with you right now is that I don't think you're very balanced because I don't trust Aaron Jones. I don't trust Jordan Mason. But I like your weapons. I like your offensive line. You've got a quarterback that can run. So is there a piece out there that I could add that's going to give you a little pop? You're not going to like this answer because he's got one foot in the grave and one foot on a banana peel. What's Joe Mixon?
Can he play?
Don't know. That's why I had an alternative.
That's the great question.
If Joe Mixon can clear a physical, that's the one I'm looking at.
Most definitely.
If he can't, Nick Chubb.
Okay.
I'm afraid you're going to wind up in that Jordan Mason is our number one bell cow running back, and I've just seen how this goes.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I'm not really afraid of anything you have in terms of quarterback play, I'm afraid you're going to get a lot more of those. And I'm just looking at the games that he was a starter. He's a nice spellback. I don't have a problem with him as a spellback. The problem is when he gets 15 carries and he goes 15 for 57, 13 for 52, 16 for 57, 15 for 68, but 20 of it was on one run. He's just very boomer bust as a starter.
Mm-hmm.
I want to have a guy where I can go, now I've really got a three-headed rotation. All of these guys have injury issues. Well, 2 of the 3, Jones and Mixon in theory. Mason would be the glue guy. Fill the gaps. But none of them ever get a full workload because I don't think any of the 3 of them can hold up to it.
Mm-hmm.
Gary Burge had a really good point. Whoever Arizona cuts, replace the names you just said with that one.
Okay.
I don't mind that either.
Trey Benson, whoever ends up on the outs down there.
The one I
James
don't
Conner.
want is James Conner.
Well, I mean.
Not because he's not a good running back, but just because I don't think he's going to fit what they do there.
Yeah.
I also think that's probably why he's the most likely one to get cut.
They just redid a deal with him, though. Did they make it easy to get out of?
I don't think there's enough money on the deal for it to matter.
Maybe not.
I mean, I'm going to tell you in just a second.
Yeah.
But the thing with running backs is it's a 1-year, $3 million deal.
Oh, okay.
$3 million in dead cap. The Miami Dolphins just took $1.17. I think
I didn't think it was going to be a big cost, but I thought, maybe if he's making Kenny Gainwell money, then,
Yeah, dead cap be $4.3 million.
That's fine.
which is still less than Kenny Gainwell. You said it. I'm trying to be nice today.
I know.
You're the one that woke up and chose violence today, not me.
I'm not going to let you bring me down today. You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. We'll be back right after this.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena. Streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
And you can be there
For a weekend full of superstar performances.
Are you ready?
Once-in-a-lifetime moments you'll have to see to believe.
We're getting this party going, huh?
Only limited single-night tickets remain. Get yours while you still can now at AXS.com. And we'll see you at our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
presented by Capital One.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Joy is essential and it's also elusive. But now there's a new and exciting way to start your journey toward a more joyful existence. Joy 101. It's a new podcast hosted by me, Hoda Kotb. If you're craving inspiration to maximize your joy, tune into these candid, uplifting, and moving on-air chats. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Joy 101, and listen now. Joy 101 with Hoda Kotb is presented by CVS.
If you can plan barbecues and weddings, you can plan to protect yourself from a natural disaster. Sign up for local alerts, prepare an emergency kit, and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The Atlanta Braves are on a mission, and night after night they are making their case as one of the best teams in baseball.
3-2 to Drake. And he swings and hits a missile to deep right field to the chop house and out of here.
Chopping toward another playoff run.
Olsen hits it well. Deep center field to the wall and gone!
The Mountain's home for Braves baseball is ESPN Asheville. Proudly brought to you by Parks Ford of Hendersonville.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
I'm David.
And I'm Christina.
And this is our Ingalls story.
Ginger's Revenge is a brewery located in Asheville, North Carolina that specializes in the production of hard ginger beer.
So we use all natural, whole ingredients, and I think that really sets us apart.
Ingalls is an amazing partner for us to work with. A lot of our fans know that they can go to Ingalls and find a lot of the flavors that we have available, and they just make it really easy for folks to purchase local products.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
The Sportsocracy.
Take all this, burn it, okay? Gasoline, kerosene, either one. Burn it.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. What?
May just brought in a Tupperware container. I swear to God, if there's lamb in that thing, I'm going home.
She actually put together like a lamb fish mixture.
Oh, don't microwave
on a salad.
Fish.
Oh, it was. I'm sure it's
don't
glorious.
Microwave fish. Notice there is no fish button on a microwave. It doesn't exist.
No, May's batting about 200 this week on lunches that she brought in. It's no approval. No approval from the other side of the desk here. What would you fix if you could fix one thing for any team in the NFL? That's today's topic on this Threadbare Friday. That's actually a Thursday. The AFC East is next. I'm almost tempted to start at the bottom of this division.
Okay.
And work our way up. So the worst team in this division by far.
Miami Dolphins.
New York Jets. No, go ahead.
If I'm the Miami Dolphins, this is one where I actually agreed with Aaron Schatz.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to trade anything that has value. They started with Jordan Brooks. I mean, he's kind of got a point. First of all, is Jordan Brooks going to fit this defense? I don't know the answer to that. It is a little strange to me that they drafted 2 linebackers. Do you find that odd?
Why?
Well, I mean, because Jordan Brooks was one of the few pieces that I felt good about.
Mm-hmm.
And then you said, about that. I don't think we will. I love Jacob Rodriguez, and I think he's going to be a dude.
I agree.
But, I mean, Jordan Brooks could get you something, couldn't he?
Mm-hmm.
And then you just turn the room over. And it's Willie Gay and Terrell Dodson and Jacob Rodriguez and Kyle Lewis.
Okay. Just get younger.
If I'm Miami, this is a blip year. And that's me being nice.
Sad thing is, I think they disagree.
Their fans definitely do. By the way, I love when Dolphin fans tell me how delusional Jet fans are. I love that more than practically anything. You think we're delusional? You think you're going to the playoffs? Mm-hmm. We know we're not doing that. Under any circumstance, and we don't want to.
No. Miami is in the derby for a quarterback.
Sean in our YouTube chat said Dolphins fans spend too much time in the sun. That's why I have no sympathy for them. You live in one of the best cities in the world, which I will be in very soon, and I'm very reticent to say that because there's a lot of Dolphin fans that like to hit me in the head with a hammer.
All right, so get younger, get some capital.
I mean, that would be my goal.
All right.
I mean, because that team is young and gross. I thought about adding a receiver, but I mean, what receiver out there changes anything?
No, none.
That would take your money. What? Add Noah Brown. Okay, so now we have 5 receivers that aren't any good. Sweet. I think you should just roll with 4.
Curtis Samuel's out there. Yeah.
I mean, the name changed, but the story didn't.
All right, New York Jets, what would you do to change them?
The Jets are an interesting team to me because I feel like you're already young everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So mine is a little bit different with the Jets.
Okay.
Draft Brandon Sorsby. 3rd round of the supplemental draft. I get it, you like Cade Klubnik. You have nothing behind Geno Smith. And I got news for you. Cade's nowhere near ready to play, even if you think he's the guy.
They don't.
I think some of the Jets staff does.
Really?
Oh, good Lord. Sean said change the ownership. Sean's on fire today.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't believe legally I'm allowed to say kidnap Woody Johnson and take him to a country without an extradition treaty.
Do crimes.
That's crimes, and we don't do those. Although, as I said it didn't sound like the worst idea I've ever had.
Oh, God. And the liability's back.
Oh,
thank you.
Shoot.
I could have swore I thought you were going to say trade Brandon Stevens right now.
Oh, that's me letting my emotions get the best of me. I don't disagree with it. I mean, because I think the starters on this team will end up being Nashawn Wright, Azaria Thomas, and D'Angelo Pons.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, first interception in camp for D'Angelo Pons the other day.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Nice.
The Jets are so young. The only thing that I could look at and go, I don't love that, is you're going to start a linebacker that I'm not real fond of. I just don't know who you could put in there.
Yeah. All right, how about the Buffalo Bills? A team that you seem to be more down on than
anybody in the world
else. Yeah.
I mean, but why shouldn't I be? All right, sell me on that. Yeah, you say this every time I talk about the Bills. I want you to sell me on what's better about Buffalo right now. Why should I have even the same expectation for Buffalo that I've had in the past? Where is the roster better?
DJ Moore,
who was awful last year. He was terrible.
Yeah.
Even if he goes back
Caleb
to
Williams, so
even if he goes back to his old form, you still have DJ Moore, Khalil Shakir, and Josh Palmer. I mean, it's not like if DJ Moore has the best year of his career, it's not like your receiver room is good.
So get me another one.
Who makes you feel hunky-dunky? Please stay Stephon Diggs. By the way, I have him going to another team, so you can't say him.
I mean, it's not a bad idea. I'd make the call and go, hey, you remember how good that was?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to make that call.
But why?
Didn't end so hot.
I remember. But, there's different people in charge now. Maybe we can put that aside. Maybe he didn't have a beef with Joe Brady.
Where I'm at with Buffalo is I think you have to get better in a truly discernible, honest way.
Okay.
I liked the C.J. Gardner-Johnson thing. I do like that you have added him. The defense is not necessarily my problem. I mean, I think you have the pieces. It's going to be as good as it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of used you there. I do agree with you. It's add another receiver. It's just a question of which one. I considered Curtis Samuel. I considered Stephon Diggs. It's DeAndre Hopkins. Put another outside receiver over there where Josh Palmer can be the honest-to-God four. DeAndre's only going to play 15 to 20 snaps a game.
Mm-hmm.
But when you need a catch, that guy can go get you a catch. Yes, he's 1,000 years old. He's 34 right now.
Mm-hmm.
And no, it's not going to be the end-all, be-all. But when you need 7 yards right now, who are you going to? DJ Moore, who's an over-the-top guy? Good luck with that. Number one coverage against that guy. He's never been great in space. He's never been great in traffic. I just don't think you have the guy. And I know DeAndre Hopkins had 22 catches last year for the Ravens. I'm not saying he's a great player. I think he is a dependable player that would give you something you don't have.
Mm-hmm. Say Sterling Shepard would
I'm
also
not mad at that one.
Would also fill a need here. Yeah, because I can get him away cheaper. I mean, I'm not breaking the bank for D-Hop these days, but he's not bad.
The ESPN article said extend Osiris Torrance, which should tell you that Buffalo was not the easiest team in the NFL to figure out.
And then the New England Patriots.
New England has very few holes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like a shockingly low number of holes. But there is one that screams at me, and I'm curious if it's the same one you see.
No. What? What are you seeing?
Left tackle. What if it goes? What if the playoffs weren't an aberration? What if what you saw out of Will Campbell was the NFL has now figured him out, and now we're here? Because let me ask you this question. I want to see if I can get you to my way of thinking here.
Okay.
Currently, you have a line that's Will Campbell, Elijah Vera Tucker, Jared Wilson, Onwenu, Morgan Moses.
Mm-hmm.
You got Caleb Lamu. Caleb Lamu should not play this year. Fact or fiction?
I mean, you tell me so. So I trust your judgment.
I don't think he's ready to play. If he does, it should be at guard.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe right tackle if you get into an absolute pinch. So what happens if everything goes off the rails and Will Campbell's just an absolute sieve on the left side? You feel good about James Hudson? Because I don't think you should.
No.
I'm not saying you need to sign the guy, but I'm telling you need to reach out to him and go, there's probably not another solution for you in the NFL. You're an older guy. Taylor Decker. You don't have to sign him, but I really need him to stay near his phone.
So if 3 weeks into the season he's not signed to another team, that's what you're saying. Can find out.
I'm saying if we get into this year and we go the litany of guys the Seattle Seahawks have, Watt, Highsmith, and Herbig for Pittsburgh, Jacksonville with Trayvon Walker and Josh Hines-Allen, and then Buffalo comes in and just wrecks your soul, and we're going into a game with Las Vegas, and Will Campbell has been eviscerated 4 times. Taylor Decker needs to know I'm coming. I'm not saying I need you in the building right now, but stay in shape because you're my plan B.
Because you got a shot to play this year.
Because they don't have one. That's what always blows my mind with teams. And it's what I've thought as I've gone through this with every single team that I consider to be a Super Bowl contender. Why do you have these positions that can be killers? There are certain positions that are not going to kill you. If you're weak at linebacker and you don't have a backup plan, that's probably not going to kill you, especially if the defensive line's good and the secondary's good. If you're bad at guard but your tackles are good, I don't love it, but it's not going to kill you. If you only have one tight end and the other 2 are Tyler Conklin and, I'm trying to think of most, C.J. Uzomah, it's not going to kill you. Left tackle is a big deal, and they don't have another guy on the roster that's ever played it. That feels like you were not paying attention at the end of last year because Will Campbell was a liability.
That he was.
Am I saying it's going to stay that way? No. But what if he is?
Could be. Maybe it's best to have that emergency plan. I mean, he was coming off an injury. Wasn't playing the healthiest, so
he had played well. He played well until he started seeing Will Anderson and Khalil Mack and Nick Bonito and guys like that.
Maybe it was just a little much for a 22-year-old guy.
And I don't disagree with that.
That was one of the first things he said when he came to training camp. They asked him about it, obviously, and he was like, look, I'm 22 years old. I got a lot to learn in this league.
No doubt.
It's a perfect answer.
No doubt. And that's why I want to have a veteran on standby to show it to you. We have a super chat before we go into the commercial break.
Show me the money, money. Show me the money.
Great North Sports said, you ever get incredible news that just makes the rest of your week rule? We've been there before. That was his yesterday. Can't wait for fantasy football season. First full mock draft coming soon. Ooh. Fantasy football mock draft season.
Yeah.
That hits like a nice soup.
Got you a little excited.
That hits like a nice soup.
All right, you are in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. We'll spin the wheel. Another division coming up next. What would you do to fix them before the season starts?
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Partly sunny, hot and humid for us out here this afternoon. Scattered showers and storms possible here this afternoon and into tonight. Some with heavy rain, gusty winds. Middle to upper 80s this afternoon, but feeling like it's in the 90s. Middle to upper 60s tonight. Chance for an early morning shower, rumble of thunder on Friday afternoon. Sun, highs tomorrow around 80. Weekend forecast, sunny mid-80s Saturday. Late day storm Sunday for Father's Day. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone at the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Trouble sleeping lately? Upgrade to the great sleep you deserve at Mattress Firm's July 4th sale. Choose from a curated selection of top brands and let their sleep experts help you narrow it down. They make sleep easy.
Please be advised, you may want to stop eating the following foods immediately: broccoli, kale, blueberries, quinoa, spinach.
I thought those were good for me.
What's healthy for one person may cause inflammation for another. So how do you know what your body actually needs? That's where Viome comes in. Viome is a simple at-home gut health test that analyzes your real-time biology to give you personalized nutrition guidance and custom supplements. Learn more at Viome.com/gut. V as in Victor, IOME.com/GUT. And use coupon code GUTHEALTH50 to save $50 off your purchase.
Carolina Complete Health. We are here for your health. Here for your health, NC.com.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup Update.
Today at the World Cup, teams will start to play their second group stage matches. Canada coach Jesse March says his team is taking it one game at a time.
We know that given our group being so tight right now, that every moment and every point matters, and we're focused on that.
Canada faces Qatar tonight. Meanwhile, Mexico will look to build on its hot start, facing South Korea.
Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
The Ingalls Advantage isn't just about savings or the best quality food for your family. It's more than that. It's the advantage of being a part of a community. That's why we provide over 2 million pounds of food every year through regular donations and programs like the Ingalls Giving Tree, Food for Thought, and the Ingalls Fill a Backpack program. It's the right thing to do, and we know that you would do the same. Ingalls, your neighbor for over 50 years.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
Boy, you must be outside your mind.
The Sportsocracy.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. While we are a football show, we like to focus on football things all times of the year. There are other sports happening. We know.
So your story's not about football?
It's not about football.
Mine's about golf, and I'm going to forewarn anybody listening. If you're over the age of, 20, it's going to piss you off. Mm-hmm. And I know that because it's been in my head all day long.
Soccer fans are taking over the major cities of America. And
I know exactly where this is headed.
And I really feel like they came with one idea. Do damage. And not in like the Knicks just won the world,
let's set a car or a bus on
yeah,
fire.
No, not that way. They went, you know what? We're going to get y'all back. We're going to get y'all back for all those years of, ruling pop culture and thinking you're #1 in sports and thinking that you're the place to go party. Have you been following the drinking habits of the soccer fans? Cuz they're doing stuff. The Scottish fans, the Tartan Army descended upon Boston,
or as I like to call them, my kinfolk,
and shut it down. England fans did the same thing in Dallas. The Scots fans went and drank up all the beer in Boston.
They drank 4 times what bars usually sell. The Boston tap room of Samuel Adams ran out of beer.
Yeah. They all of the bars in the area met their sales goals from St. Paddy's Day at noon on the day of the game. Like this is uncharted territory for any of the Boston bars.
It shouldn't be. I'm going to target this to only the bar owners of the cities I've lived in. Imagine 500 Jeremy Greens showed up at one time, because that's what you got. Mm-hmm. They got 500 of me. Guess you should have stocked up on things that you probably don't carry a ton of.
Yep. Tuesday night, England fans went to a bar in Dallas called the Londoner Pub, and they had 5,000 beers before the game began. They kicked them all out. They went, nope, y'all got to get up out of here. To where they brought in for real, like, SWAT guys and was like, get up on out of here.
Here's my question. Why would you kick them out? They're making you money.
Sure, but at some point it also probably becomes an insurance liability, and then you have to just be like, you know what, we've had enough of this, right?
Take your haggis and go! Haggis, that was the name of his brother. This is my brother, Haggis.
Yeah.
I can say that.
They, like I said, they came with a mission, and they are going to try to shut down as many bars, apparently, in America as they can.
And it appears that they're succeeding quite nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Tank, did you know that the U.S. Open starts today?
I did.
We have actually already started. We have a large swath of guys that are tied at 1 under, which, by the way, after seeing Shinnecock, this will probably be the last time you hear anybody say the leader is under par for the rest of the weekend.
Shinnecock.
It's a great name. One of the players that will be playing in this particular event is one Miles Russell.
Shinnecock.
He is the youngest player in the field. At his qualifier, he had Charlie Woods, Tiger's son, was on his bag because they're both committed to play at Florida State in the fall.
Okay.
You ever have somebody younger than you say something that just makes you want to punch him in the face?
Absolutely.
He did. They asked him about his memories of the U.S. Open. And they asked him if he remembered any of the U.S. Opens that have happened at Shinnecock. And his response was maybe bits and pieces, but that's probably more from seeing highlights from it. I don't know. I don't remember really watching any U.S. Opens when I was that little. What was the last year that we came to Shinnecock?
18.
That's exactly right. It was 2018. He's 17 years old.
Right.
He's 17 years old, and he would beat you. I don't care who is listening to me. He will beat you up one side and down the other of any golf course that you choose. He said his first golf memory was watching Tiger Woods at the 2019 Masters. Shut up. I remember Tiger Woods at the 1999 Masters. Get somewhere, toddler. I believe Blue's Clues is playing in the lobby of the hotel for you, youngster.
Youngster.
I hope he does well. I always root for the amateurs because there is absolutely no guarantee that you ever get back here. If I had $1 for every next big thing I've seen in golf that was not only were they not the next big thing, they were never a thing, period. I would be a rich, rich man. So you may have irked me, Mr. Russell, but good luck this weekend.
Nice.
I mean, you're not going to win. You put up a respectable 10 over, get a nice little golf clap from the crowd. That's be fantastic.
Shinnecock. Now it's time to do another division.
Why are you the way you are?
Because it's Friday and I can names on the door.
He's not wrong. I use that excuse a lot.
All right, the next division here, we have spun the wheel of chaos, and it has given us the NFC West.
I was about to say, you forgot to tell me which division it was, so I don't know where we're going now.
That's just fine. The NFC West, start at the bottom for Red Sea. The Arizona Cardinals.
Don't do anything. Do no things.
Release a running back.
I would say trade
a running back.
I mean, I don't know if the Schatz article said trade Josh Sweat. I don't agree with that. Do you?
No.
That's just creating a new hole at a place that I don't need to have to fill a hole a year from now. If I've got a spot where I feel good about what I have, and you tell me if I'm wrong here, the ones on this roster I feel good about are running back, wide receiver 1, tight end, left tackle. I'm going to say right guard in spite of the fact I don't want to. Josh Sweat as the edge rusher, Walter Nolan, Will Johnson, Buda Baker, Garrett Williams in the slot. Do you have any other position on this team you feel good about?
No.
Then that's my core, and I'm not trading any of them.
Mm-hmm. Just taking a peek at the old contract here. Sweat's still under contract for 2 more years.
Yep.
If you were to trade him,
it gets so irritating to me.
It costs you $32 million
to get what, a 3?
Maybe. I doubt it, because the synopsis of the suggestion was, let's do that and get significant 2027 draft
capital. It'd be a 3. You're not getting more than that.
Right. You're not getting a 2.
No.
Nobody's giving you a 2 for Josh Sweat.
He's a good player, and I like Josh Sweat, and I think he'll be a nice piece for when this team has a quarterback and a future.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, Josh Sweat's just now 29 years old. He hadn't been 29 that long. So, I mean, it's not like this kid's got 1 foot in the grave and 1 foot on a banana peel. He's still got productive years left. I'm going to need an edge rusher to be competitive. Do not trade him off.
Yeah.
Resist the urge to do that.
Unless he's just so unhappy that I have to.
And he could be. He came to Arizona for Jonathan Gannon, and maybe he wants to be reunited with him. Sorry about your luck.
Mm-hmm.
Excrement in one hand, want in the other. See which one fills up faster. And by the way, Arizona has 2 receivers, MHJ and Wilson.
Yes.
They have all of the pieces to support a quarterback. The problem is they don't have a quarterback.
How about the San Francisco 49ers?
I'm curious what your answer is to this one. Because to me, this is probably the most simple one in the league.
Brandon Ayuk.
Cut Brandon Ayuk. Do it now. Do it today. Don't wait till tomorrow. I know it's a holiday weekend. Don't wait till Monday. Do it today. Don't let us keep talking about this. Because it has made you look so unbelievably stupid. And the crazier he gets, it's falling on you.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be fine. You driving him to this is being talked about amongst agents and players and fans. It's not serving you anything. Just do it. Do it now.
Mm-hmm. They could also use a corner, though.
Okay.
I don't know who it is.
I don't disagree with you.
I don't know who it is, but
which one do you think would change that room in any discernible way? I have the entire list pulled up if you would like some options.
Diggs?
A man cover guy in a zone cover system. Gross. I mean, part of the reason the Dallas Cowboys defense has been so bad is because Trayvon Diggs can't play exactly what he'd be asked to do in San Francisco.
Okay.
Lattimore, I guess maybe. If you wanted to add Jimmy Ward, just because he's familiar with the system, and I understand it's going to change a little bit. I don't think it's going to change quite as much as I've been told that it will.
Mm-hmm.
There's just not really one that does it. And I did this with every position that they need. I don't see a guy that changes anything for you. And I did reserve the right. If I don't see one that fixes anything, I will just throw my hands up and go, take care of your own.
Okay.
And that's where I'm at with San Francisco.
It's fine. Los Angeles Rams.
I think San Francisco's halfway there, and they're, living on a prayer. Do it one more time. Sorry.
Los Angeles Rams.
Stephon Diggs. I'll say it slow, fast, in between, doesn't matter. You go get me a third wide receiver and just watch the good times roll. Because I don't think they have another need outside of that. Do you?
No, not a glaring one. Depth pieces, maybe.
Sure.
But other than that, that's the one way you can make an impact and for sure cement yourself as the
Stephon Diggs is your 3. Jordan Whittington's your 4. You've got a slew of tight ends. You're very multiple. And now one injury doesn't kill you anywhere except for quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to go another path, if you wanted to have a backup plan for Alaric Jackson, just with all the things that have gone on with him in the offseason, I wouldn't begrudge you for it. But I'm going to level. I don't know what it would be. Because I feel like with what we have out there right now, you've either got guys that are going to need him to be suspended for that to be their spot, or you have guys that are not really that much of an improvement. So to me, Stephon Diggs was a better call.
Mm-hmm.
Still not the best call, though. The best call? DraftKings. DraftKings Sports app live in all 50 states. Yes, that means us right here in North Carolina. The whole world's watching one tournament right now, group stage chaos, knockout drama, stoppage time heartbreak. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in North Carolina, so whether you're catching the early kickoff before work or the late match at the bar, you're in on every minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. Right here in North Carolina, the world's biggest stage is in the palm of your hand.
New DraftKings customers sign up with the code WPEK, spend $5 to get $200 in rewards within 21 days. That's code WPEK. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus, North Carolina only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer. We'll be back with more How to Fix It after this.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Partly sunny, hot and humid for us out here this afternoon. Scattered showers and storms possible here this afternoon and into tonight. Some with heavy rain, gusty winds. Middle to upper 80s this afternoon, but feeling like it's in the 90s. Middle to upper 60s tonight. Chance for an early morning shower, rumble of thunder on Friday afternoon. Sun, highs tomorrow around 80. Weekend forecast, sunny mid-80s Saturday. Late day storm Sunday for Father's Day. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone at the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by eBay. eBay is home to millions of finds, and each one becomes part of your story. From your favorite vintage band tee to the dream car you've been searching for or the foul ball you heroically gave away. It's all there on eBay. eBay. Things people love.
If you run a business, consider this. 77% of Americans say our nation's 250th birthday is an appropriate time to celebrate. That gives you the green light to advertise. Let iHeart help you advertise around America 250. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com.
Today, we tip our wrench to Rock Auto customer Noah.
My first car was a 2001 Dodge Neon with a blue wing, and it happened to match my high school sweetheart, who's now my wife, her black 2005. So my uncle has been in the industry for well over 25 years. He recommended Rock Auto immediately to buy my first set of brakes. I would recommend Rock Auto just because it's simple, it's easy to find the parts you're looking for, it's all at a good price.
All the parts your car will ever need, Rock Auto.
You've got to try the new TikTok diet.
Just ask Chat.
I just take blue-green algae. Or you could trust your gut. When it comes to your health, how do you know what's right for you? That's where Viome comes in. Viome is a simple, at-home gut health test that analyzes your real-time biology to give you personalized nutrition guidance and custom supplements. Not trends, your biology.
Learn more at Viome.com/know. V as in Victor, IOME.com/KNOW. And use coupon code VIOME50 to save $50 off your purchase.
The Atlanta Braves are rocking into the 2026 season. When lights are on, the Braves are on. Asheville's Real Rock. Rock 105.1. Brought to you by Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Experience the Parks promise at ParksFordHendersonville.com.
This Father's Day at Lowe's, shop the gear that'll make his summer. Get 2 free Select DeWalt power tools when you buy a Select 5 AH battery kit for weekends in the garage. Valid through 6/24 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo! Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Hurt in the game? We tough it out. Feel exhausted? We push on. Feeling down? We pull ourselves up by the bootstraps. But there are times when bootstraps aren't enough. When stress gets to us and we need to talk to someone about what we're really going through. So we're going to reach out, because sometimes mental health is not a one-person job. Visit loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
ESPN Asheville. WPEK Fairview. WMXF Waynesville. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. The Sportsocracy.
It fires me up, man. I love it. Say it one more time.
The Sportsocracy.
Shake it back!
Beer City's best sports talk.
It is gross.
Just earlier.
They are mature, actually. You just have to get to know them better.
Your lunchtime dose of dumbassery. Live from the Ingalls studio.
Welcome into the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. Welcome into the final program of the week. Tomorrow, holiday, we'll be off. Today, we still have 2 hours left. We're fixing every team.
We're doing stuff.
One move that every team can make before the start of the season. Playing off of the, once again, the incorrect information that was put out by the mothership on the website.
I'm not saying it's incorrect. I don't disagree with a ton of them. It just wouldn't have, a lot of them wouldn't have been my.
Sure. We got one more team in the NFC West to talk about, the defending Super Bowl champions, Seattle Seahawks.
I'll bet you know what I'm getting ready to say.
Get another wide receiver.
Not quite.
Okay.
I considered saying Najee Harris right here.
Running back.
Just to give me somebody between the tackles. Cut Cooper Kupp. Just get him out of Torrey Horton's way.
Ooh, okay.
Because he's in Torrey Horton's way.
Mm-hmm.
And a year later of what I saw last year, pass. And if you don't want to cut him, at least demote him.
Mm-hmm.
Just tell him you're going to be a situational guy. That's just what you are. You're going to play 10 to 15 snaps for us a week. Torrey Horton is better than you at this point. And I think after what I saw of him last year, I don't know that that's even debatable. The reason I said cut him is because I think you got an apt replacement in Jake Bobo.
I mean, not really a replacement, but I mean, at this point, he's still better than Jake Bobo.
I said an apt replacement.
An apt replacement.
He would be a guy that could come in and fill the role that Cooper Kupp does right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, he had 600 yards last year, and it was an absolute grind to get there. And he played, in my opinion, entirely too much. Torrey Horton getting hurt was what mandated it.
See, this would have been the one that I thought, hey, maybe Joe Mixon. If you threw Joe Mixon onto this team,
you know
a
why
healthy one.
You know why I didn't do that?
What's that?
You're so committed to Jadarian Price. Look, obviously you have seen something in him I didn't. We're at odds on this. In every argument, there's two sides, the right side and the wrong side. If I'm right, then you're not going to be able to run the ball that well this year. If I'm wrong, then bringing in anything to compete with that guy you just took in the first round is a fool's errand.
It was a wrong move, yeah.
You're in it now. You're pot committed.
Okay.
By the way, it's a great time to say, just because I don't agree with you doesn't mean that you're wrong. I mean, I'm wrong all the time. Anybody in this sport is. Anybody that tells you they're not is a liar.
Sure. All right. So your fix is to just cut Cooper Kupp.
Cut Cooper Kupp. Get away from it now. And understand what you have in Torrey Horton. By the way, Tank Spencer special Torrey Horton.
I love Torrey Horton.
You still do?
Of course I do. Hope he stays healthy. Hope he gets the shot. Cooper Kupp getting out of his way would not hurt my feelings.
In the least.
No. And then Cooper Kupp could go reunite back with L.A. for the championship run.
I wouldn't hate that either.
Be there for or whatever.
Same role for the Rams.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's go.
I didn't think it that far through. That's why the partnership works.
That's right. AFC North. We always do an NFC and AFC back to back, so let's go AFC North next. The Cleveland Browns. The one thing that you could do to fix them or try to make this better, I won't say fix, make it better before the season starts.
Declare the quarterback right now. You know who it is. Stop with this stupid conversation. And I'm going to level. I don't care which one it is. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Deshaun Watson. I don't care if it's Shedeur Sanders. I don't care if it's you know what, the other two aren't worth mentioning.
Right.
Whichever lane you're going to take, do it now.
Which way do you think they're leaning right now?
Deshaun. If it was Shedeur, the Deshaun thing would have never cranked up.
It feels like the public is swaying the other way.
The public was always going to sway the other way. Look, Deion Sanders is the most likable player in NFL history. I've got his signature on a helmet behind me right here.
But the longer that this goes on, the more pressure ramps up.
Yep.
The more excitement gets built, and the harder the letdown's going to be when it doesn't happen.
It can get so aggressive that this is out of your hands because the fan base will turn on you if you don't tell them off the rip, look, Deshaun was just better.
Yeah.
He was just better. Or Shedeur was just better. If you're going to give them what they want, don't carry this for another month and a half. Don't lead to the discussion. Don't let it be. I mean, if you click on the Cleveland Browns right now on any of the major websites, 7 of the first 10 stories start with Deshaun Watson v. Shedeur Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
Get it out of the way. You're probably going to play them both anyway before the year is over. Just pick a lane and run with it. Because the minute you don't and you cut the snaps, I don't care who the starter is, they're going to say the other guy never had a shot because he had to split reps in camp. You're setting yourself up for failure. You know, after the OTAs, after the all of that, you know who was better. If it's close, it's Shedeur. And that's just me being honest. If it's close in any way, it's Shedeur.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not, roll with Deshaun Watson, and if you have to bench him at midseason, then do it. This is not a season you expect to contend for the playoffs anyway.
Right. The Cincinnati Bengals.
Cincinnati, I still feel like, has a linebacker problem. And I agree with Aaron Schatz. Sign a linebacker. I just disagree with which one it is.
Okay.
Bobby Wagner.
Who did he suggest?
Bobby Okereke. And I'll level you. Okereke's a better player. That's not why you're here. And yes, I know Bobby Wagner has physical limitations. He's terrible against the pass. You're going to have to baby him to a point.
Mm-hmm.
That's not why he's here. He's here because I look at the Cincinnati Bengals and go, you know what? Oren Burks, Barrett Carter, and Demetrius Knight, I think, can be a good linebacker group in this league. The problem is they've been working with each other because there's nothing back behind them that to me is the old hat that you can lean on. Bobby Wagner can be the first 2 down linebacker that you can lean on, make sure he's the green dot, he gets the defense put together, because there are a lot of young dudes on that defense. I don't know if you've looked at this, but if you look down that 2 deep, there are a lot of sub-25-year-old guys that are going to be playing big snaps for them.
Mm-hmm.
I need a vet. And Okereke, I'm not mad at Okereke. I think he's a better player. 3 downs. I think Bobby Wagner's a better presence in the room.
Okay. All right. Go get you a linebacker and get you that vet presence. The Pittsburgh Steelers.
It has to be on the left side. Because the Broderick Jones stories are getting to a point that you almost feel like they already know. They're just not telling you.
Mm-hmm.
That this is not just bad. It's real, real, real bad. I think you have to have a contingency somewhere. I mean, or are you comfortable with Troy Fautano? Because I'm not comfortable with him on the left side.
Yeah, but what did you bring in Ihanachor for?
Ihanachor's on the right.
If
or at guard.
Right. If your plan was not to play Fautano on the left side, why did you go get another one?
Do you feel good going into a season with some combination of Ihanachor, Fautano, McCormick, Frazier, and Spencer Anderson? Because I don't. Because see, the problem is I don't trust Spencer Anderson on the inside. He's fine. Mm-hmm. I'm not telling you that's going to be the end of this. I just think the left side of the line is incredibly important when you have a quarterback that I don't think could outrun me at this point. Mm-hmm. I think you have to go impede what New England wants to do with Taylor Decker, or you got to go take a shot on DJ Humphreys, or you got to take a shot on Joseph Noteboom, or somebody that if this does – I'm not saying it's got to be your plan A. If you want to try Fontano over there, see how it goes through camp, I'm not going to begrudge you for that. I don't think you're going to like it, and I think there is a great possibility that Ihanachor ends up having to play guard at some point in the season. I think you have to add somebody. And I'm not going to lie to you, I don't care who it is. A veteran presence who has played on the left side. Mm-hmm. Even if it's Hakeem Adeniji. Do I love that? No, I don't. And that was not a license to, yes, you should go do that, because I didn't say that at all.
Right.
Just, I believe you've got to have something that can shore that lineup.
Yeah. All right, and then the Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore, again, feels like a very complete roster.
But
this is another one where I agreed with Aaron Chads. It's extend Lamar. Don't let this be a story again. To me, and this is weird because it's a new head coach, not a new GM. I feel like DaCosta needs to show that this is not what this was before. This is not John Harbaugh. It's not there is a new voice in the room. We know Lamar's our guy. The cap hit in 27 is $84 million. We know there's no chance he plays under that. Mm-hmm. Just take care of it now. Don't let that be the story over the course of all of 2026, because you know it will be. As acrimonious as those negotiations were a handful of years ago, you know that Jesse Minter will have to answer that 1,000 times this year. Why would you start the year off that way? Mm-hmm. Do I want to add a receiver? Absolutely. If Stephon Diggs doesn't sign with the Rams, pounce. If there's another guy out there that you feel like would increase the capabilities of that room, I think they really like Tez Walker just from things I've heard out of Baltimore. I think they really believe he's going to end up being the two down the line. If you want to add a Deebo Samuel, a Tyreek Hill, I've heard that one a lot too. If you want to do that, all the way in. But that's going to be a 1B for me. You got to get Lamar taken care of.
Okay. Tyreek Hill. Zay Flowers. That could be fun to watch.
Tyreek Hill. Okay, this is a total aside of, do you think he signs with another team? He said 1,000 times that he was done after this.
Well, I mean,
do you think he's signing another deal?
I think he probably does.
He's 32 years old.
Would you not want it to go down differently? Like, don't you?
You don't want it to end on a sideline in Miami?
Don't you want a different ending than the way it went down?
I'm not telling you that I don't agree with you. I was curious where your brain was at.
My brain is locked into somebody's going to find him. Somebody's going to get him a deal that he can agree to, and he'll end up with the Los Angeles Rams in much the same kind of way that Odell Beckham Jr. did the last time that they won a Super Bowl. I could fully see a path where that happens. Tyreek Hill, he can pick his spot, essentially.
I have him going to another team in this, just to be clear.
Okay.
We have not hit that team yet.
Yeah.
I think he will. I'm finding it funny that he has been completely removed from the process. Do you not find that strange? It would be one thing if he had never said, at 32 years old, I'm done. Well, he turned 30. He turned 32 several months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's part of me that thinks, are we just spitballing with this guy's life, and he's already told you the answer? Oh, I didn't file my paperwork. Of course I didn't. Because what happens if we get to November and a team has something just like what you said with the Rams, and a spot opens up, and then there's a golden opportunity where I did not have to go through camp. I did not have to go through all the nonsense. I can come in to be a hammer for a team in the playoffs. We're looking at 6 to 8 to 10 games instead of 16 to 18 to 20.
And I can be the savior.
No doubt.
I can play hero.
I can be the hero for somebody.
I don't know that he signs anytime soon.
I think if he does, it's with the team I'm ultimately going to put him with.
You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville. We'll be right back.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena, streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
And you can be there
for a weekend full of superstar performances.
Are you ready?
Once-in-a-lifetime moments you'll have to see to believe.
We're getting this party going, huh?
Only limited single-night tickets remain. Get yours while you still can now at AXS.com. And we'll see you at our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Presented by Capital One.
I'm Naheem Hines. I support the Muscular Dystrophy Association because they help my mom and kids like Ethan.
Thanks to the Muscular Dystrophy Association and people like you, I have more hope than ever before.
Join us and learn more at MDA.org today.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
The events of the day.
Did you hear today the latest?
Are heard every day.
So tell us about Iran.
Diplomacy is always the first option.
Going back and forth.
We get the Strait of Hormuz reopened.
There are a couple of issues on the nuclear stuff.
We're going to see what happens.
Trump $250 bill.
We're going to have a UFC fight.
ICE protests.
The war against fraud.
The midterms.
Check in for the very latest on News Radio 570 WWNC. Now on 92.9 FM.
The biggest FIFA World Cup ever has started.
The most goals the United States have ever scored in a World Cup game.
The only place to hear the action for free is iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio and Fox Sports are bringing you every match of FIFA World Cup 2026.
Live.
First career World Cup hat trick.
Lock in your preset now on the free iHeartRadio app.
Just search World Cup.
Don't miss Team USA's next match Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern against Australia.
The world is listening. Are you?
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
The Ingalls advantage isn't just about would do the same. Ingalls, your neighbor for over 50 years.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at ClarissaSellsWNC.com.
The Sportsocracy.
You were just dumping a bag of hammers.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy. It is ESPN Asheville. Talking about the ways to fix every team in the NFL. The one move that you could make to make it better. You can't fix everything.
No. Yeah,
but you can make it better.
You're beyond the true doctor fix. Okay, now you have there's an impeding bone, and we need a Band-Aid.
Yes.
So this is Band-Aid day.
Yes. So how do you put a Band-Aid on the teams from the NFC East, Jeremy? The New York Football Giants.
You got to move off one of those guys.
Who?
It's either got to be. I think it's got to be Kayvon Thibodeau.
Oh, one of the
you
edge
cannot
rushers.
intend on going into this season with all four of them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, first of all, because Abdul Carter was way better than people think last year, it was just in a smaller sample size. To me, that's the one you have to build around. Arvell Reese is going to play on the inside, and Brian Burns is the old hat. Rotating these guys out is not going to go the way you want it to. First of all, none of them are plus run defenders. None of them. So what exactly is your plan there? Your defensive line's terrible.
No, just hell on wheels. We're just
I think
90 miles
you
an
have
hour.
to do something with this. Thibodeau has always been the one that felt like the odd man out.
Yeah. And he'll still get you good capital. You get a 3 out of him, right?
I would say so. I don't know from where.
3 and some.
Maybe.
I get some future picks, maybe.
I mean, the thing about Thibodeau is that he's just not been overly effective, but he's still only 25 years old. I mean, the kid has 23 and a half sacks. Half of them came in 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
This is year 5. So, I mean, to me, you've got to make the decision. That's the one that feels like now, I will say this. I'm not going to be mad if it's Brian Burns. If you want to ride with Thibodeau, you're planning on extending him. It's him and Abdul Carter with Arvell Reese. I'm not mad at that.
But it's a room that has too much in it.
You're playing musical chairs, and everybody's trying to find a seat. And the problem is 2 of them are about to be sitting in each other's laps. And that's going to be very awkward for all involved.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, which would you prefer, Burns or Thibodeau?
I really like Burns.
I do too.
Based on age, though, and contract, it's probably him.
Well, I mean, Thibodeau's getting ready to get the contract because he's in the final year of the deal. And Burns is only 3 years older than him. Brian Burns was super young when he came into this league.
Part of me would be afraid of what I'm going to have to pay Thibodeau.
That's kind of where I'm at is, am I going to have to pay you a deal based on what you may one day possibly become, even though we're 5 years into this?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to let somebody else do that.
Yeah.
By the way, and just remember I said this. This is the most Baltimore Raven thing to do ever. He's a diminished asset. We have extra draft capital next year. We go trade for Kayvon Thibodeau, and then all of a sudden he becomes a dude. I thought that the whole time.
Yeah. Okay. Makes a whole lot of sense. Washington Commanders.
Brandon Ayuk. Period. He's one of Jaden Daniels' best friends. They're comfortable with each other. We know this day is coming. I don't want to go to one of these other spots because I feel like now it's almost like and I'm not trying to compare Jaden Daniels to a little kid, but it's kind of how it feels. I've told the little kid we're going for ice cream.
Yeah.
We're going for ice cream. Nothing else is going to work. You've got to give your franchise guy what he wants.
Mm-hmm.
And Brandon Ayuk, for better or worse, I think he's better than any of the receivers you're going to go get with all of the baggage notwithstanding. I think he's better than anything else you're going to get. That becomes your 2. Everybody drops down a spot. And so now McCaffrey becomes your 3. Antonio Williams becomes your 4. And now I feel pretty good about the weapons.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Ben Sinnott was a standout in OTAs. By the way, I'm not surprised. It's not the first time that's happened. I don't know that I'm ever going to love the tight end room there. I think it's serviceable, not great.
I mean, with Chig there, it's got potential.
Okonkwo helps for sure. But I've got to find another target that he can reliably count on. And for me, that's Brandon Ayuk.
Okay. The Dallas Cowboys.
This was harder for me than I thought it would be. Because as down on Dallas as I was last year, I think that's how up on them I am this year. Do you disagree? The defense was the problem. I feel much better about the defense today.
Yeah. I mean, you're pretty high on that team right now.
Are you not?
I mean, yeah. I think when we went through the schedule process, I think I gave them 12 wins or something, that they'll be in the mix. The offense is fine. There are pieces of the defense that I like. You know, and I think I think it's just a personal thing at this point. I don't like your coach. I don't like his stupid face. There's nothing. I got nothing against him at all. It's just every time I see Brian Schottenheimer, I go, "What? I need you to fix something about that face."
Look, he has a great history with my team, and it's not a great history. So I don't disagree with you.
I've never felt like, I don't know. I don't feel like Dallas is, if they're held back by one thing, I think it might be your coach.
And it very well could be. You're not going to do anything about that. If I was adding a player, it would be, I would love to have somebody else in that backfield that could be just in case with Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Because if anything happens to him, you are in trouble. I just don't know who it would be. I mean, I don't think Joe Mixon doesn't have the opportunity. There's no path to him being the one there.
No.
Maybe Najee Harris trying to get his career back on track.
Nick Chubb.
Maybe. I mean, does that make it didn't really work out so hot in Houston last year when a lot was put on his plate. And that's just where I keep going with all of these guys. Raheem Mostert's 34 years old. I think we've jumped the shark on that one. Kareem Hunt, maybe. That was the name I was going to say, is Kareem Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
He can have a role even with Javonte Williams up, and if something were to happen to him, he would become the one.
Yeah.
That's the only name I see on the list that I go, yeah, or you just reunite with Miles Sanders and go, and nothing fun happened last year. Maybe it will this year.
So running back depth, that's your go-to.
It is.
All right. And then there's the Philadelphia Eagles. The one move to make them better, you're not cutting Jalen Hurts. So we're not.
No. I mean, we all know the problem. The problem is that you don't have that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of why I set this up this way. This is the Tyreek Hill team.
Okay.
If I'm looking at Jalen Hurts, look, Jalen Hurts has got a big arm.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good running team, and you need somebody that takes the top off. I'm sorry I don't see that being Hollywood Brown. I think Tyreek Hill can be. And if Tyreek Hill's going to play, and I have a feeling you thought I was going to say the Chiefs, didn't you?
No. I mean, it had occurred to me that could be the destination because I could see him doing the same thing with the Chiefs.
I could too.
He just doesn't get into, he doesn't get signed right away. Like he waits until the season gets going a little bit. Let's get past all this.
Anything happens to Tyquan Thornton or Dontavian Wicks.
First call.
Thornton with Kansas City, Wicks with Philadelphia. That's my first call.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, Philadelphia, I don't even think you should wait that long. I think you have an opportunity to sign a guy on a one-year deal that's not going to cost you a ton. I don't know exactly what it would look like. It's probably going to have a lot of escalators in it.
Mm-hmm.
That I can put him on the opposite side of Devontae Smith. Mekhi Lemon runs out of the slot. When we're running two receivers, obviously it would be Devontae and Tyreek. I think that becomes an issue to deal with. Is it as good as A.J. Brown would have been? No. But that didn't go well.
Is it a base of 10 with 15 possible?
15 was the possible number I had. I don't know that they would feel good
about committing 10.
I don't. Gamut fan said, thanks, Jeremy. A diva wide receiver placed by an injured diva wide receiver. The thing is, he's a guy that takes the top off. I mean, I see what they're trying to do. They tried to do it with Jahan Dotson last year. They're trying to do it with Hollywood Brown this year. Why not just go get a guy that can legit do that?
Mm-hmm.
Howie Roseman has always been a big game hunter. Free agency down. He has always been the guy that would go get a guy to fill a need. Tyreek Hill is a guy that fills a need.
He does.
Because right as this currently sits, I don't think you're going to run as well as you need to.
The biggest problem that I would have would be the attitude.
The attitude's a problem.
Does Tyreek Hill bring in more attitude than I need? Because I already had enough of that last year. A.J. Brown reading books on the sidelines and blowing up at coaches and yelling at his quarterback and things like that. Look, whether he was right or wrong, I still don't need that on my sideline.
No doubt.
Tyreek Hill's done that too.
Mm-hmm.
Tyreek Hill's been there. When he got upset that Tua couldn't float him the ball down the field, we saw him react on the sidelines every single week. That's why I'm not sure that this would be a full long, season-long investment.
It may not be.
And hell, he may not even be ready to go.
He may not want to go.
Right. Right now, if I was him, keep living the life.
For
keep doing
Tyreek Hill, for me, it's 4 teams.
Mm-hmm.
It's Philadelphia.
Yep.
Baltimore.
Yep.
Kansas City.
Yep.
Los Angeles Chargers.
Or Rams.
I don't like that one as much.
Say we'll put him in L.A.
We'll just put L.A. and you can assume. If
That's
you like
right.
it with the Rams, then
he'll be playing at SoFi Stadium
yes.
for his home games.
I was thinking Mike McDaniel.
Or as FIFA calls it, L.A. Stadium.
So stupid. So stupid.
It's weird. I'm usually the guy who's like, do we really have to use the name?
And then
do
they
we
don't.
have
You
to
realize
use
how
the business name? And then FIFA comes in and says, we're not using the business name. And then no, you will use the business name.
Yes, 'cause that's SoFi Stadium, you lunatics.
Welcome to Boston Stadium. Somebody posted a picture of the chairs in Gillette Stadium. They went around and for real put a piece of duct tape over every Gillette logo. It's in the corner under the seat number. So every seat in that stadium had a little piece of duct tape over the Gillette logo. Somebody placed 69,000 of those.
Somebody had a real bad day.
I hope they got paid overtime. You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
Partly sunny, hot and humid for us out here this afternoon. Scattered showers and storms possible here this afternoon and into tonight. Some with heavy rain, gusty winds. Middle to upper 80s this afternoon, but feeling like it's in the 90s. Middle to upper 60s tonight. Chance for an early morning shower, rumble of thunder on Friday afternoon. Sun, highs tomorrow around 80. Weekend forecast, sunny mid-80s Saturday. Late day storm Sunday for Father's Day. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone at the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Trouble sleeping lately? Upgrade to the
you to the care you need. We are here for your health. Visit hereforyourhealthnc.com.
The Atlanta Braves are on a mission, and night after night they are making their case as one of the best teams in baseball.
3-2 to Drake. And he swings and hits a missile to deep right field to the jump house and out of here.
chopping toward another playoff run.
Olsen hits it well. Deep center field to the wall and gone!
The Mountains' home for Braves baseball is ESPN Asheville. Proudly brought to you by Parks Ford of Hendersonville.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
I'm David.
And I'm Christina.
And this is our Ingalls story.
Ginger's Revenge is a brewery located in Asheville, North Carolina that specializes in the production of hard ginger beer.
So we use all natural, whole ingredients, and I think that really sets us apart.
Ingalls is an amazing partner for us to work with. A lot of our fans know that they can go to Ingalls and find a lot of the flavors that we have available, and they just make it really easy for folks to purchase local products.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
On the weird scale, there's Vegas, there's Florida, and there's Asheville. Let's get weird, Asheville.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. As, the technology gets smarter and smarter, quote unquote, more people rely on artificial intelligence for more things every day. Now, it does have some benefits. Like when you need to explain the white couch to May, you can ask Jeremy GPT. And it will tell you in hilarious fashion.
Correct.
It makes cool graphics. Now, you could tell it what you want it to do. I want a fat baby Tank with, a leprechaun outfit on, and it'll do things like that.
And then Tank has a profile picture for his Instaface.
Exactly. I encourage everyone to avoid using artificial intelligence chatbots, however, if you are looking for your news. To me, that's just one thing that I'm not relying on AI to give me. Because we've seen so many stories, and I've told many stories on this here program, about the fact that AI just makes crap up most of the time.
If it doesn't know, it will find an answer. It may not be the right one.
This is a story about a study at Oxford Reuters Institute for the Study of Journalism, and they looked at the age ranges of people who are looking for news content from AI chatbots. No surprise, younger people are doing this more than older people. Obviously, you have older people like me who don't fully trust AI, and I don't want it to know what I'm doing, although it's tracking me in other ways. Mental block, I'm not going to let it get me yet. 18 to 24, 17% of the 18 to 24 group in a week-long, in a study done, this was a couple of months ago, but it was using a week-long time frame. 17% 18 to 24, 25 to 34, 15%. 11% of people our age, Jeremy, are using AI chatbots to find their news. And it's the fact that they're doing it and doing it and doing it well, like over and over and over again. 18 times a day is about the average for the younger ones.
I am less disturbed that they're doing this than checking Facebook for their news. Both about as accurate.
Both about as accurate. Yeah. AI can give you some good synopses or synopsi on things.
Synopsises.
But I would not rely on that for my decision-making processes.
My story comes from Croatia. It's about a month old, named Miles.
Say that again?
It's about a month old, named Miles.
Okay.
Moved into a new apartment building. It's causing quite a stir in northern Croatia.
Okay.
Miles was rejected by his mother at birth, living in the 4th floor of an apartment building. Every 2 hours, they have to heat up his milk to feed him. He had a operation for a life-threatening infection right after birth. I'm still stuck on he lives in the 4th floor of an apartment building. Tank, I left out a part about Miles. Would you like to take a guess at what it is?
He's not real.
No, he's real.
Okay.
He's just not a real baby. I mean,
does he identify as a month old?
No.
What is happening?
It's a baby horse. They have a horse living on the 4th floor of an apartment building.
No, you can't. We're not allowing that.
Every 2 hours, we warm up his milk and feed him, said the owner, Angelica. If we forget to feed him, he wakes up, comes to us, and rouses us up. She lives in her 1-bedroom flat with her partner, Christian, her 2 sons, a dog, and now Miles. That apartment has to smell every bit as bad as Megan's lunch. Has to.
Has to. I would agree.
With a horse and a dog?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a 1-bedroom? Don't put...
And where is this?
Croatia.
Oh, well, it's Croatia. That's fine.
No.
That's fine.
No. It's never fine to have a horse living in an apartment building.
I mean, I thought you were talking about, like, New York City. Like, that'd be a grand thing to watch.
It's not great no matter where it is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, I feel like somebody needs to take that animal away from them. Certainly. That's also one of those animals, like, if we're going to do this, like, say the woman that lives there works for a vet or something, and she just had to bring the horse home for observation because it just had to have surgery. It's one of those things that I'll give you a 1-week permit. You keep that thing here for a week, but after that, it goes.
I have I'm not an animalologist. Stephen Tao said, it's a baby horse. You mean a pony? Are all baby horses ponies?
Sure. I believe so. It's like all baby dogs are puppies.
Is it the same? Is it the same thing?
Yeah.
I thought a pony was just that thing that every girl I've ever dated's dad never bought her.
Well, yes, but it was a baby horse.
I told that whole story for that one joke. Other than my current lovely wife, I think that was a prerequisite for every girl I've ever dated. All I wanted was a pony, and my father never bought it. Oh,
wait, so are you saying that Amy got a pony at one point?
No, she just didn't want one.
Oh, okay.
Are you kidding me? You think I'd be married to somebody that was like, I really would like to have a horse? Because at some point, that conversation is going to be had, and I'm not going to like it.
I mean, I'm like, in her past.
See, there we go. Gary Burt said a baby horse is a foal. A pony is a small horse.
A foal. But a foil.
That word is foil.
Foal?
Uh-huh.
Is foal.
Well, I guess it would, because coal is... I don't... Shut up. Okay? I football, you grammar and animal and all the other nonsense.
Sure.
Okay, I got too many cover 3 press breakers up here to worry about what a baby pony is.
Yeah.
Stephen Tao, also a great point. It's more than just a Genuine song. It's a great Genuine song.
Great
and
song.
if you ever hear that song come on in a room with no windows, you're about to have a whale of a time. I know. I've seen me do it.
All ponies are horses, but are all horses ponies? No, they're not. The term pony, see, this is a good thing to use. You can use AI for this kind of stuff. The term pony is simply a classification used for horses that are significantly smaller in stature than fully grown. So it's a foal when it's born, and then once it's like, I don't know, the equivalent of a 11-year-old for humans, then you can call it a pony. Now, once it gets fully grown, you can't call it a pony anymore. Now it's a bronco. Maybe.
I don't horse.
We're learning stuff, man.
I don't ever, like, there will never come a time where I utter the phrase, oh, I can't wait to hop on and ride this horse. I don't see that coming in my future at any point. Unless there's a bear with a shotgun behind me and I need to get away from it really quick.
A pony cannot exceed 14.2 hands. Just so you know.
Hands?
I knew that was gonna trip him up. Hands, yes, that's how they. That's the old way of measuring a horse. It's hands. How many hands tall is it?
Sanders Sports. Today's episode of the Sportsocracy has been brought to you in part by Alex Trebek's Hooked on Phonics.
Exactly.
Hooked on Phonics.
I'm just trying to educate you people. Need a little bit of schooling, apparently.
I didn't know what a pony was, so.
Exactly. That's why we're trying.
You don't come to me for animalology. What's the next division?
Just checking. Just fact checking. That's all we're doing. Oh, we still got to do that? Oh, yeah. We're fixing teams in the NFL. What's the one move that you could make to make things better for your team going into all of the camps and stuff that are coming up? AFC West? Let's go Los Angeles Chargers.
So, I was hoping you had a plan here. So, AFC West.
Los Angeles Chargers.
Los Angeles Chargers. I don't feel like this team has a huge deficiency, do you?
No, not necessarily.
I mean, if Tyreek Hill really just wanted to be reunited with Mike McDaniel, then bully for you. I think Trevor Penning is the backup option if Jake Slaughter or Cole Strange don't work at guard. They're loaded at wide receiver. I think they're loaded at running back. I think they're loaded in the cornerback room. This team's really good. So for me, the one thing you've got to fix, walk Mike McDaniel into a room, put your hands on his face, and say, run the damn ball, because he forgets that way too often. That is the only thing that scares me about this team is, do they get so pass happy? Because they've got, to me, they have 4 legit targets. Trey Harris, Quentin Johnston, Ladd McConkey, Brennan Thompson. That didn't even include the fact that Marion Hampton can catch passes. And you got Rondé Gaston, David Njoku, and Charlie Kohler all at tight end. By the way, anybody else but me find it ironic that Charlie Kohler signed away from Baltimore to get out of a room that had 3 tight ends? He signed, and then they signed David Njoku, and they still have a Rondé Gaston.
Although, is Jim Harbaugh all gas, no brakes guy? Will he allow that to happen? Because I have a feeling that, his philosophy and Mike McDaniel's philosophy can coexist at once. Right? We've seen those Miami teams run the ball a lot back when they had Raheem Mostert and.
Yeah, but they run it at very maddening times. Mike McDaniel, my hope with the Chargers, and I'm hoping that him being paired with Harbaugh is going to be a really good education for him. Don't think you're smarter than everybody in the room. You've got a good offense, but you try to outsmart people way too often. You have all the ponies. To me, the Los Angeles Chargers are a Super Bowl contender, and I'll die on that hill. I'm not telling you they're going to win one. They have the horses. No ironic pun intended. To win one. But I think McDaniels and his odd ability to abandon the run can burn them if they're not careful.
How do we fix, or how do we make better the Denver Broncos in one move? before things get going.
Denver has a lot of things going on right now. The Jonathan Cooper thing, I fully believe should scare you. Got arrested 2 times in 7 days. That can really kind of unwind this team because they don't have a ton behind him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if he misses any period of time, which, you know, personal conduct policy could dictate, the only thing I got behind him is Jonah Ellis. Is it untoward to say they should go get Von Miller?
No.
Because I don't think it is.
No.
And he's basically actively campaigning to come back to Denver.
Yes.
Just go do it, especially now. Jonathan Cooper, that feels like a sign from the heavens. Just go give this guy what he wants.
Right. He wants to come back and finish his career with the team he won a Super Bowl with.
And in that situation, I think he can do it. I don't need you to be anything better than the 4. You might have to fill in as the 3 for a few games until Cooper comes back. But that's the place where he fits the best, and I don't think it's all that close.
All right, Denver, go get him. You got a need, and he wants to be there. Kansas City Chiefs.
It's got to be a veteran receiver. And I almost cheated here and just went Tyreek Hill twice. Because I do feel like the 2 contenders are the 2 really big ones, unless there's a personal connection to McDaniel that was his favorite coach of all time and he wants to go play for the Chargers. There's another part of me that thinks, are you sure you're set at tight end? Like if Travis Kelce, who has spent the entire offseason wrapped up in a wedding that we have intentionally not talked about until just now.
Wait, what?
Because they're getting married at Madison Square Garden.
Don't care.
Yeah, nobody cares. But how much is that taken away from conditioning and things like that? If Travis Kelce takes another 2 steps back, which he did last year, he was nowhere near the player we've seen him be in the past. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure that the receivers matter. This one will probably give you a chuckle just solely because I've made fun of this guy so often. Go sign Jonnu Smith.
Okay.
That's a move piece that can run in the Kelce role, and then you almost run Kelce as Noah Gray.
Okay.
Because one of the things that I think really got Kansas City last year was that Kelce couldn't be the move piece. He's just too lumbering. At this point, he's old.
Mm-hmm. Is Jonnu Smith that much better, though? Or you're just saying it'll help?
He can move better.
Right.
Travis Kelce's 35, Jonnu Smith's 31.
Mm-hmm.
And has always been a hyper-athletic freak. And I do kind of look at Smith with Kelce and go, if we pair these 2 together and we ask Jonnu Smith to do the things he can do and Travis Kelce to do the things he can do, not the things that they could do, the things they actively can, I think it would improve that offense.
Right. And then the Las Vegas Raiders.
Start Fernando Mendoza week 1, period. That's I don't care about anything else. I don't care. Adding 1 veteran receiver, I got news for you. There's not one guy out there that will take your money that is going to discernibly change anything.
Mm-hmm.
I need Fernando Mendoza getting every first-team rep, every snap he can get, every acclimation that he can have in the NFL. I need it.
Mm-hmm.
Do not mess with, Kirk Cousins could be the starter. Maybe we'll slow roll him like Pat Mahomes. No. Fernando Mendoza is not as refined as people think.
Mm-hmm.
He was so special last year at Indiana that people forget. He had not been that guy for basically his entire career. He had been a good, not great quarterback at California. Then he had 1 big year on the national stage. He answered it quite nicely. This is a big jump in competition.
Mm-hmm.
It is for any quarterback. It's especially a jump for one that only spent 1 year playing at that level and played a pretty mediocre schedule outside of Ohio State and the playoff. He answered the call. I'm not saying I'm worried about him. I'm saying this kid needs every rep he can get. Don't play the game. Don't be goofy. We all know he's starting. Mm-hmm. We all know it. Stick to the plan. Execute the plan.
You are in the Sportsocracy. It's ESPN Asheville. We'll be back right after this.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
Partly sunny, hot and humid for us out here this afternoon. Scattered showers and storms possible here this afternoon and into tonight. Some with heavy rain, gusty winds. Middle to upper 80s this afternoon, but feeling like it's in the 90s. Middle to upper 60s tonight. Chance for an early morning shower, rumble of thunder on Friday afternoon. Sun, highs tomorrow around 80. Weekend forecast, sunny mid-80s Saturday. Late day storm Sunday for Father's Day. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone at the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Taco Bell's Luxe Boxes. Choose the $5, $7, or $9 box. Now with new Fajita Street Chalupas. Limited time at participating stores while supplies last. Prices vary. Freezes and specialty drinks not included. Tax extra.
When you want country music, we got you covered, family.
Oh, Lord, when it rains, it pours. Drinking Jack all by myself. He's choosing Texas, I can tell. I'm gonna live where the green grass grows. Watch my corn pop up in rows.
We are today's hit country 99.9 Kiss Country.
Most people out here think that taking care of one another is important. And most people would step up for a neighbor going through a tough time. Most people around here help out friends and family when they need it. But the funny thing is, most of us won't look for help when we need it. Talk to someone if you're struggling with mental health, because most people out here really care. Find more information at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. Learn more at wearebroadcasters.com/hope, furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
If you run a business, you know how hard it is to get your customers' attention. Yet 85% of consumers say radio is the last thing they hear before shopping. Let iHeartRadio help you reach your next customer today at 844-844-iHeart.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
The Sportsocracy.
The ceiling is the roof. Let's make it happen. Let's keep moving forward.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward. And we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
With the spirit of 1776 in our minds,
I offer a toast to 250 years of American freedom.
250 years of life.
The struggle for life.
Liberty.
Nurtured in liberty.
And the pursuit of happiness.
Unalienable rights.
As we remember the stories that made America.
The American dream.
Follow the stories that are still shaping our nation. This is News Radio 570 WWNC. Now on 92.9 FM.
Some people won't give you the real talk on drugs, but it's time we know the facts. Fentanyl is killing people. It's a powerful opioid, often made illegally and commonly mixed with illicit drugs. It can even be pressed into counterfeit pills that resemble prescription medications. Just 2 milligrams, about the size of a few grains of sand, could potentially be lethal. This isn't an ad to scare you, but it is an ad to make you think twice. Get the facts. Go to realdealonfentanyl.com. This message is brought to you by the Ad Council.
Out here in the middle of these acres, it can feel like you're the only person on Earth. That's how it feels when you're struggling with your mental health. But you don't have to feel alone. Find more information at loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
ESPN Asheville. Yeah. WPEK Fairview. WMXF Waynesville. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. Live from the Ingalls studio.
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
The Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dog see! Let him on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh my God. The Jets killed him.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. Final hour of the program for the week. As tomorrow's the holiday, we'll have USA Soccer here on ESPN Asheville tomorrow afternoon.
2:30?
2:30 is the pregame.
I'm going to go watch that game somewhere. I have a whole plan for tomorrow. We never get weekdays off.
Yeah.
I'm going to go play a little golf in the morning.
That would be good.
Been playing too well.
Mm-hmm.
Lost the weight. Driving 40 pounds is shocking. I mean, you've done this plenty of times.
Yeah, how much your body can turn.
That, stairs. Stairs is what just blows my mind.
Yeah.
I can walk up 4 flights of stairs and not feel like I'm going to die. But then I believe I probably will find somewhere to watch that game tomorrow. I've told you, the World Cup, I can get all the way in. As soon as I see the stars and bars, I'm in it.
Yep. So tomorrow we are taking on Australia. 2:30 start here on ESPN Asheville. You can hear the World Cup everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app, the official audio partner of the World Cup. There will be, was it 2 games? I think it's 3 games on Saturday, 2 games on Sunday. We even got a midnight game. So you folks in Haywood County, be prepared. We'll have a game starting at midnight on Sunday. So, World Cup action throughout the tournament ends July 19th, I believe, is July 19th.
Sounds right.
I think we're about a month away from the end of the tournament, and they're still drinking, I hear.
Yeah, the Scots have found a new place to drink. Probably by the end of the hour, they'll be needing another one.
They'll get kicked out of that bar, too. All right, today on the program, while we'll take your comments and suggestions and things in the YouTube chat, you throw those out there. We are fixing it or making it better with one move that every team in the NFL can make before the start of this thing so that their team can be a little bit better, the NFC South.
A division near and dear to our hearts.
Absolutely. So we'll start with the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, wow.
It's the one move you want to see Carolina make to make you feel better about their chances to go in and take this division again.
First of all, I feel better about this team than probably anybody else. Every time I see them at the bottom of the over-under spreads, it blows my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think the defense is going to be really, really good. They're deep at pass rusher. They're deep pretty much everywhere. There's one thing that I keep coming back to. Corner. If you have – and J.C. Horn's been notoriously injury-prone. Mm-hmm. You have one injury in that secondary, and you could be in trouble aggressively. I don't know that there's anybody out there that's going to make it all that better, but there is one name that I kept coming back to.
And what's that?
Kenny Moore. Kenny Moore is one of the better slot corners in this league.
Right.
Shal Smith-Wade has not quite worked out the way you thought he would. I went back to my evaluation on him when he came out. I never thought, even with the size, I never thought the slot was going to be his role because he's kind of heavy-footed. I'm not sure I would move him out to the outside. Let Kenny Moore play in the slot. Now I've got J.C. Horn, Mike Jackson, and Kenny Moore. That's pretty solid. And you look at Jalen Phillips and Nick Scorton and Amun Malayan and I keep wanting to call him Patrick Moore. He's not Patrick Moore. Patrick Moore's a friend of ours. Patrick Jones. There it is. I was like, I know there's a name there somewhere. That's a lot of pass rush, especially with Derek Brown and Bobby Brown and Tershawn Wharton in front of him. Mm-hmm. I don't think receiver is a problem. I know I am on an island by myself in that. I do not think it's a problem.
Yes. You are on an island because
Tedero McMillan's a legit one, fact or fiction.
Fact.
Jalen Coker is a legit 2, fact or fiction.
Fact.
Okay, so where is my problem here? Because I got 3. All right, let's say Liggett is just a complete grumper. I've still got Chris Brazil. I've still got Jimmy Horn Jr. I've still got John Mechie. Mm-hmm. I got a lot of bullets in the gun here. I don't think I need to add another receiver to this team.
Certainly not one that you need to go into hawk for. Right. There's I'm not saying you need to, break up a whole bunch of cash for Stephon Diggs or Tyreek Hill or anything. But maybe another piece in the room couldn't hurt. Because as you say, there are several bullets in the gun, but I feel like there's a good chance that there's 2 blanks in there. And to me, that's a 50-50 shot. Once I get past the no doubt starters in McMillan and Coker, I'm not really sure what's there. I believe that Chris Brazil will be the best Tennessee wide receiver to come into the NFL in a while, but I don't know that for a fact. I don't know that John Mechie is really a difference maker.
Is he the best 6 in the NFL?
Oh, probably.
Because that's what he is.
Probably so.
John Mechie is an in case of emergency break glass. I just don't think receivers that big a deal. I said this during the draft.
Yeah. The Carolina Panthers wide receiver room, to me, outside of Tet McMillan, feels a really Green Bay Packery. There's not really a guy there, but it could be if you get lucky.
I mean, there is one guy, Tedero McMillan. He's a legit.
No, that's what I'm saying. Outside of him, the rest of that room just feels I
think Coker's where you and I disagree.
I think he's okay.
I think he's a top 50 receiver in the NFL.
50, mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. I mean,
that's a 2. There's 32 teams in the league. I mean, I've got where I run into an issue is when I go, and I'm just trying to spitball one off the top of my head here. When I go Miami Dolphins, and you don't have a top 100 receiver in this league. Yeah. That's a receiver room problem. When I got a guy that's top 20, I got another one's top 50, and then I got 4 more that could be in the top 75 by the time we end the season, that's not a receiver problem. You have a tight end problem. The problem is that I don't think there's any – I mean, Cole Kmet, if the Bears trade him, pounce.
Yeah.
But they're not going to. Mm-mm. I mean, if we want to live in a fantasy world, we could do that, but I don't want to. I try to stay grounded in reality.
Can we turn Xavier Legette into a tight end? Is that a thing that we could do?
No. You've played too much Madden.
All right.
Although he is 230 pounds.
He's huge.
He is. I always forget that. He gained a lot of weight when he got to the NFL. Muscle weight. I mean, he's yoked.
Yeah.
He was not as big at South Carolina.
He's got them farm muscles.
I met him at the Senior Bowl, and he was not that big. He was not a small receiver by any stretch of the imagination.
No.
Hey, maybe that's the path. He'd be the fastest tight end in the history of the NFL.
He's got. I mean, you got to find something for him to do because if he keeps dropping passes at the rate that he's been dropping passes, I feel like this is going to be a sad ending. And
very well could be.
And unfortunately, this ends up a whole lot like the other number 17 from the Carolina Panthers, Devin Funchess.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
Remember, they tried to turn him into a tight end once.
And then he played for like 5 other teams. I think he saw 87 snaps.
Maybe, if that.
He played a decent amount with the Packers.
Had high hopes. I had high hopes, but they're quickly dwindling when it comes to Xavier Legette. So your fix for the Carolina Panthers is add another corner. Move Shao Smith-Wade to the bench.
Yes. Kenny Moore.
Go get Kenny Moore. Okay. How about the New Orleans Saints?
It's got to be something on the defense. I just don't know what.
They should probably bring in Cameron Jordan. They should probably make
wait.
that. Oh,
already did that.
Got it. That was really one of the only problems that I had. I mean, I don't think I'm real wild about the secondary.
I actually considered a reuniting with Marshawn
Lattimore. I mean, at least it would give me a little more comfort.
Vet.
Yeah.
I need a vet. And that's what I got to. I actually went a different one because I liked Marshawn Lattimore elsewhere.
Right. All right.
Tre'Davious White.
Okay.
I'm not really expecting you to play. I need a sounding board. I think the average fan undervalues that. Just having a guy in the room that knows the game. Mm-hmm. And look, Tre'Davious White's been in this league for what feels like 413 years.
Yeah.
By the way, he's never been in it. Why did I think he had played in New Orleans for a year? Things my brain comes up with. Just put him in that room. That's a sounding board for all those young guys because that corner room for the New Orleans Saints is insanely young. Man, look, I like the safeties, I like the pass rushers, and I like the front. I don't think the defense is as bad as people think, but that secondary has to get mature quick.
Is it talented?
Yes.
Okay.
I can do anything with talent.
Right. As long as you're talented, maybe that's all you need. Maybe you do just need somebody to come in and point the young guys where to go. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The one move you
Fire
could
Todd
make.
Bowles.
Well, I mean, okay. There's so many words that I wanted to use there, and they all didn't fit the narrative that I wanted to use. The realistic move that you could make, because they're not going to do that.
Don't extend Baker Mayfield. Resist the urge to do that thing that every fan that does not want to be irrelevant is telling you not to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever seen a situation in my life. That's not true. I've seen one. And when you find out the name, you'll realize I was right then and I'm right now. Tua Tagovailoa. I said it then. You will rue the day you did this.
Mm-hmm.
And they did. And it cost them the biggest dead money cap charge ever. Baker Mayfield will be 32 years old before this contract kicks in. He's reckless as all get out. He's not a big guy at all. You think he's going to age well? Because I'll go ahead and tell you he won't.
Mm-mm.
And that's why I think they are so far apart. The narrative that he's going to sign for $40 million is insane to me. If he was going to do it, you would have already done it. If this was, I'm going to give him 3 years, $120 million, you'd already be there. That's not where we're at. But what about Daniel Jones? Daniel Jones hadn't made the playoffs 4 times. Baker has.
Mm-hmm.
Baker is at that point. He's the typewriter salesman. But I'm such a good typewriter salesman. Why do you not care? Because there's a thing called a computer, and it puts you out of a job. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are in the same boat. I don't care where you pick. For the next 5 years, would you rather have Baker Mayfield or Lenora Sellers?
Lenora Sellers.
Would you rather have Baker Mayfield or Jaden Maiava?
Jaden Maiava.
I mean, I could do this.
Yeah, I mean, pick
I
anyone.
don't care which one lands to you. It doesn't matter. It's going to be an improvement because Baker Mayfield's going to age like milk.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens when you have 210-pound quarterbacks that treat their body like a bouncy ball. I've had this issue with him forever. This is not a Baker hatred thing. It's the best quarterback class in NFL history. Why in the world would I pay over market for Baker Mayfield? Let me ask you a question. If Baker hit the open market, not in a year, let's say he hit it right now, and money was no option, what's the biggest deal he gets on the open market?
I don't know. 41 a year?
If that.
Yeah.
And who pays it? If you're Miami, do you feel better with Baker Mayfield or Malik Willis? Malik Willis is magic beans. I have no idea what he is.
Mm-hmm.
Baker Mayfield, he'll be sitting on his couch by the time this team's competitive. Maybe Pittsburgh, but what, you brought back Aaron Rodgers to bring in competition? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no.
The Arizona Cardinals, I'm going to be picking in the top 5 with Baker. It doesn't matter if I have Baker Mayfield or the Baker from the Muppet Babies. It doesn't matter. The Swedish Chef.
The Swedish Chef, yeah. We know what you mean.
I just think I think there's no market for him.
Okay.
He will be in the exact same boat he was last time. He's not likable. He's never been likable.
Indianapolis.
They already did that. Daniel Jones.
Oh, yeah. That's right. New York Jets.
You're kidding, right? We have 3 first-round picks.
No, you should.
We can be 10 times better than
should,
anybody thinks we are and still wind up with one of the 3 best quarterbacks in this class.
Please, dear baby Lord, let that happen.
Nah.
Please
not
let
happening.
Baker Mayfield end up with the New York Jets.
Not happening.
You wished it on me. Now I'm going to wish it on you.
I did wish it on you. I wished it into existence on you. How'd that feel?
You did. You
feel good?
All right. Do not extend Baker Mayfield. That is the one way that you can make this season better, next offseason better, possibly. And then the Atlanta Falcons. Is Brett Favre interested in coming back? Because I feel like we could make some stuff happen.
I still maintain this team's not as bad as you think they are.
I think they are pretty atrocious.
They're not good at quarterback in any way. You have to add a receiver of some kind. And the one that I keep coming back to is Deebo Samuel. The market for Deebo just really doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
He's 30. He's taking a lot of bumps. I need an honest-to-God 2. Signing Curtis Samuel doesn't do that for me. Signing Jahan Dotson is just more of what I already have. I need a guy that for 1 calendar year can be a 2. Tyreek Hill won't take your money. Stephon Diggs won't take your money. I think Deebo Samuel might. Mm-hmm. And that's the one that I look at and go, if I can find out anything about Michael Penix, because Atlanta's headed down a path, and I've seen this before. You put 2 quarterbacks in a room, they fight it out, neither one of them looks good. And then what's the excuse a year from now? They didn't have the weapons.
Mm-hmm.
It was just Drake London. It was just Kyle Pitts. It was just Bijan Robinson, which, by the way, those 3 things by itself is plenty enough for you to figure out whether you have a competent quarterback or not.
Absolutely.
But when it's not good and you're wanting to move on, but the guy you wanted doesn't fall in your lap, you lather it up and do it again. If I'm Atlanta, I got to be real careful. And I think giving him another even competent weapon is close.
Mm-hmm. So Drake London, Jahan Dotson, and Olamide Zaccheaus, not enough for you?
No.
All right, we'll take the break here in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. We'll continue. What's the one thing that you can do to each team to make it better going into the 2026 season? Next up, AFC South.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena. Streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
And you can be there
for a weekend full of superstar performances.
Are you ready?
Once-in-a-lifetime moments you'll have to see to believe.
We're getting this party going, huh?
Only limited single-night tickets remain. Get yours while you still can now at AXS.com. And we'll see you at our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Presented by Capital One. News Radio 570 WWNC. Now on FM. Yeah, we're now on AM and FM. It's too much news for one band. News Radio 570 WWNC. Now on 92.9 FM.
If you run a business, you know how hard it is to get your customers' attention. Yet 85% of consumers say radio is the last thing they hear before shopping. Let iHeartRadio help you reach your next customer today at iHeartAdvertising.com.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
It's the French Open, where every point is a battle on clay. I'd know. I competed there for decades. Join me, Renee Stubbs, on the Renee Stubbs Tennis Podcast for no-nonsense breakdowns of the biggest matches, the toughest players, and the moments that define Roland Garros.
Listen, Elena Rybakina is arguably the best player in the world right now, and I actually can win on any surface.
Search the Renee Stubbs Tennis Podcast on iHeartRadio, America's #1 podcast network and the Webby Podcast Company of the Year.
Presented by Capital One, founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports.
Now's your chance to win $2,500. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, Liberty. That's Liberty. Enter it now.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelor or bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions. Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
I'm David.
And I'm Christina.
And this is our Ingalls story.
Ginger's Revenge is a brewery located in Asheville, North Carolina that specializes in the production of hard ginger beer.
So we use all natural, whole ingredients, and I think that really sets us apart.
Ingalls is an amazing partner for us to work with. A lot of our fans know that they can go to Ingalls and find a lot of the flavors that we have available, and they just make it really easy for folks to purchase local products.
The Sportsocracy.
Gets the rebound, passes it to the man, shoots it, and boom goes the dynamite.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy. It's ESPN Asheville. The Big Knicks parade was supposed to be this morning. Did you check it out? Did you see any of it?
I thought it was yesterday.
No, it was today.
My days have blended together.
Today's Thursday. Yeah.
Oh yeah, today.
Yeah, they were throwing that big old parade. They had 10,000 police officers commissioned to show up to guard the streets where millions were expected to attend in the Canyon of Heroes. Good for them. Good for them.
Did Batman show up?
I don't know. I haven't seen a single.
He's defending the city at the very least.
I haven't seen a single report from the parade, which I would think you would. I think that'd be all over the place, but apparently not. Apparently, it wasn't a big deal. So,
no, it's quite a big deal in New York.
Oh, they're loving it in the Big Apple.
Did you see the ratings?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's the best that the NBA's done since Jordan left.
Yeah, that's why do I have this funny feeling that the NBA is going to go, see, we're doing it right. And next year you're going to get Oklahoma City Thunder. Oh, what's the worst thing I could say on that? Toronto Raptors. And that was worse than COVID. How did that happen?
Hornets.
Oh, that would be the greatest end
the
of the year.
Yeah, the
Charlotte Hornets playing an NBA Finals. Oh, that would be beautiful.
Hey, if we get Domantas Sabonis, we might. You never know.
There has been a lot of talk about that.
They're talking about it. I don't trust it. I don't think it's going to happen.
I do really enjoy watching people that don't consume the NBA at a high level talk about NBA things. Because Trae Young got traded to the Wizards.
Mm-hmm.
He played, 10 games?
Mm-hmm.
5 games? Something like that. And then he opted out. Everybody, how stupid is Washington? Trade players for a player that could opt out. You do know he can't go anywhere else, right? He makes too many monies. And they have his bird rights. So nobody else can sign him for what he wants. Except the Nets. He could go to the Nets, in theory, if he wanted to.
$50 million. That was what he was set to make next year. That's what he opted out of.
Mm-hmm.
Is he going to make more than that?
He was at 48 and some change. He'll probably make 3 years 50 if I had to. 3 years 150 if I had to bet.
Yeah.
Look, he can still score.
That he can.
Is he a great NBA player? No. But he can still score.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, the NBA's riding a high. Look, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade.
Yeah.
I don't really believe the NBA's making lemonade right now.
I did like how most of the stories, though, I only saw it actually mentioned in one of the stories about the ratings, that they're still 9 million off the pace from the 1998 series with Jordan and Utah.
Well, you're never going to hit that.
No, you're never getting back to that.
No, we're well beyond that.
Like over 20 million people watching on average. The peak was 33. That's better than I thought you could ever do.
The Knicks.
Of course.
It was the Knicks.
Of course. You had 8 million right there.
Look, I mean, the numbers are the numbers. If you go back over the last handful of years, the number has been the number. It doesn't really matter who's here. We're going to hit 10 million because you showed up and put your uniform on the right way. Mm-hmm. The clincher game, I actually think that's the thing the NBA should be clinging on to, is that the entire series was close-ish to the final.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as soon as you get into elimination time, that's when the ratings always start to go up. I mean, even last year, the Thunder and the Pacers, which, by the way, I laugh at how that is absolutely the worst thing that could have ever happened to you, and it went 7 games. It went 10 million, 9, 8, 7, 9, 9, 4, 9, 5, 9, 2, 16.35.
Mm-hmm.
So that's your number. 16.35 is what we'll watch an elimination game.
That game 7 was good.
It was good.
I remember watching that.
It was good. If you're into the sport, most people are passively into the NBA.
Yes.
You don't build stars. You've got an NBA draft coming up in what, a week?
Yes. Next Tuesday. It's actually
and Wednesday.
It's actually on Tuesday.
Yeah, it's Tuesday and Wednesday because round one's not one, and then we have another great Adam Silver idea. Hey, let's have round 2 at 4 in the afternoon on Wednesday.
Oh, is it in the afternoon?
Yeah.
Wow. That was a choice.
I mean, they couldn't get a television partner any other time.
I mean,
the second round of the NBA draft did sub 1 million views, or sub 1 million average viewers last year.
Mm-hmm.
The only time it's done better than that was with Bronny James.
We'll just keep doing it. Just keep doing it on the end of the first round because no one cares.
No, they tried to be the NFL and they're not.
No, because the first round used to have pageantry, and I don't feel like there's. It's definitely not what it once was, and it's not getting better.
Well, I mean, it's just it's so wild that you have this much momentum from getting a finals. That was exactly what you wanted. Your new golden child in Victor Wembanyama that plays on a team that's not all that. They're popular where they are, but they're not a national brand.
Mm-hmm.
I would say they're close.
Yeah, they win enough to be close.
Sure. I mean, you also have one of the biggest states in the country, and you're bar none the best team in that state. And you have been for 25 years, outside of 2 on the backside of Greg Popovich.
Mm-hmm.
You got exactly what you wanted because you got them against the New York Knicks. You would think you would have used that to build up the guys that are in this draft class. Did you see one of them one time? Because I didn't. Not one time. Okay, so the college basketball is not doing a great job of building the stars for you. DeBonsa didn't get as far into the tournament as you wanted him to. Darren Peterson didn't get as far into the tournament as you wanted him to.
Caleb Wilson was hurt.
And Boozer didn't make it to the Final Four.
Mm-hmm.
None of those things worked in your favor, but you had the opportunity with that many eyes on it to start building stars. At least give me a reason to watch it. They didn't even mention it that I heard. And I watched a good amount of that series.
Mm-hmm. Caleb Wilson projected to go to the Chicago Bulls.
That's, at this point, I feel pretty solid. It's going to be DeBonsa 1, Peterson 2, Boozer 3, Caleb Wilson 4. And then 82 guards in a row.
And a whole bunch of names that you probably never heard.
Keaton Wagler. Yay.
Did you make that up?
No, that's
an actual.
The funniest part of what you just said, that's the guy that's going to go 5.
He's a what now? Keaton Wagner?
Keaton Wagler.
Wagler.
Mm-hmm.
Where did he go?
Illinois. He was point guard at Illinois.
Yeah, I must have missed all that.
That's 5.
Hot Illinois action.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I can't believe we just spent 8 minutes talking about the NBA.
By the way, what you just said, what is the least searched thing in the history of the internet? Hot Illinois action.
You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville. We got some more hot football action coming your way. We got one more division left. What's the one move that you could make to make the teams better before you get into it? Plus, the most important message of the day.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Partly sunny, hot and humid for us out here this afternoon. Scattered showers and storms possible here this afternoon and into tonight. Some with heavy rain, gusty winds. Middle to upper 80s this afternoon, but feeling like it's in the 90s. Middle to upper 60s tonight. Chance for an early morning shower, rumble of thunder on Friday afternoon. Sun, highs tomorrow around 80. Weekend forecast, sunny mid-80s Saturday. Late day storm Sunday for Father's Day.
A couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we're Western North Carolina strong.
The Ingalls Advantage isn't just about savings or the best quality food for your family. It's more than that. It's the advantage of being a part of a community. That's why we provide over 2 million pounds of food every year through regular donations and programs like the Ingalls Giving Tree, Food for Thought, and the Ingalls Fill a Backpack program. It's the right thing to do, and we know that you would do the same. Ingalls, your neighbor for over 50 years.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old. But I am a camping influencer. You know what? I'll bet you $5. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. It is time for the most important message of the day.
Don't do crimes.
Crimes are done all the time around the real world. But crimes are really done a lot in video games. Specifically, one particular game, Grand Theft Auto. It's the ultimate. It is the number one poster child for if you want to blame all the ills of society on video games, you put GTA up there as the poster child.
Is this a bad time to point out that the trailer for the new one looks absolutely outrageously good?
I'm in.
It's coming later this year.
I'm in.
And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, in my non-working times, that's going to take about 17 hours of my day.
Yes. It's fun to do. I got hooked on the, GTA 3, I think was the first one that I got hooked on.
I beat them all. So
I don't think I ever played the early ones.
I beat every one that was ever created.
Yeah. But it is a very popular game. The kids love to play GTA online, get in all the lobbies and, cause havoc and chaos. Chaos, that's havoc and chaos mixed together, in case you didn't know. Over in the UK, they're doing something pretty interesting here that I think this really falls into crime territory, because it does really grind my gears in my old age when I see, wasted taxpayer resources. And I could only imagine what the reaction would be in America if we found out that our government was paying civil servants to play GTA online.
Wouldn't be good.
No, wouldn't be good. There's apparently a whole program over in the UK where they have members of the government this is what they're paid for. They're paid to go and play GTA online to mingle with the commoners, to help interact with the general public. And this scares the hell out of me.
It should. My story is about real estate. This is proof positive of why you should call our friend Clarissa Marshall, ClarissaSellsWNC.com, if you're selling your house, because she will call things like this.
Why would you call anybody else?
It's from, who knows? It's from Arkansas. Realtor named Christopher White of Century 21 got a call about a couple wanting to look at a house. He had not seen the house, was not his listing, but he was a cold call, and he was placed with him, so he had not met the couple either. He gets to the house, gets out of his truck, and he said it was just like business as usual, as he said.
Mm-hmm.
Got out of my truck, walked around the home, got back in my truck to look at the information for the house, and that's when I looked over at the porch. Tank, what would you guess that he saw when he looked over on the porch?
2 squirrels are getting it on. Sorry. I was just trying to think of how to make it weird. I succeeded.
You did. It was the house was overrun with snakes.
Okay.
So
that's not worse.
It's not worse. I mean, now you've ruined the whole story because you made it super weird. And so now I feel like I should just stop talking. The house was overrun with snakes, but it wasn't just any kind of snake.
Uh-huh.
I've never heard of these, but even though I grew up on a farm, I didn't do any of the farm things. They were black rat snakes. So apparently it's a very specific kind of snake that farmers really like because they eat rats.
Okay, yeah.
So
or squirrels.
Or squirrels. Thankfully, the squirrels had moved to another vacation condominium. The owner of the house was trying to sell the house.
Yes.
The house got overrun with mice. They didn't want to pay an exterminator, so they threw a couple snakes into the house.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then the snakes did that thing that snakes do. They made more snakes.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody had looked at the house in a while. The floor moves.
Oh, no.
There are snakes everywhere. Burn that house down. You don't own that house anymore. It now has to be burned to the ground.
Mm-hmm. But, I mean, these are good snakes, though. These are the good snakes that get rid of the stuff that creeps us out.
Sure. I'm not anti-snake.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hang out with them. I don't really want to be where they've been.
Sure. And especially if there's a house that has an entire flock of snakens.
This was definitely a
murder.
This was a murder of snakeopusses.
It's a murmuration of snakes.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I could have gone my whole life without seeing that.
Mm-hmm.
But here we are.
Hey, at least there's no more mice.
On the bright side,
mm-hmm.
No more mices. Micing.
All right, final division of the day, the AFC South. It's the one move that you could make before the season starts that will make each team in the AFC South better. Start with the Tennessee Titans. It's a team that you and I are separated by a few games, I believe, in the
You hate this team way more than I do.
I don't trust it. I won't say I hate it. This is not Raiderville. This is just, it's going to take some convincing to show me that this team can be anything this year.
This is where I go Bobby Okereke.
Okay.
The linebacker group on this team is brutal. I think Anthony Hill Jr. is going to be a starter somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I think Cody Barton and Cedric Gray, maybe. I need the real seasoned vet.
Mm-hmm.
And Okereke's that guy for me. Look, I think the defensive line will be really good. I know you're not big into OTA reports, but yesterday at Titans camp, it was either yesterday or the day before, I can't remember which one, the defensive line was just eating the offensive line alive. And I think that's going to happen a lot because that's now one of the strengths of this team.
Yes.
The problem is you're invested in the secondary. I think that's going to take some time to come together. So I can't really add anything to that. You've already spent the money there. I got to firm this up somewhere. Jeffrey Simmons is the leader of the front. I would say Amani Hooker is the leader of the back, and then the linebacker room needs their own voice. And so I would go with Bobby Okereke.
Okay. All right.
And I'll resist the urge to call him Bobby Okereke, which I have to do every single time I say his name.
All right, let's talk about a move that could make things better for the Indianapolis Colts.
Just don't show up to camp. Just tell the NFL that you don't want to do it.
You
Is that acceptable?
absolutely rate or hate this team.
No, it's not. I don't. Indianapolis is one of my favorite cities we go to.
Yep. It's a great city.
When I tell a lie here, feel free to call me out on it.
Mm-hmm.
I think this fan base is awesome. I think the people of Indianapolis are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I fully believe Chris Ballard has lost his mind.
I hear no lies.
To trade 2 first-round picks is one of the top 5 dumbest things I think I've ever seen a guy do. Especially for a non-premium position and a guy who had probably never played worse in the NFL than he was actively playing then. Look, the defense is fine. Are they going to get run over like a hot knife through butter? No, they're not. They're going to give up 22-ish points like virtually every team in the NFL does. The problem is I look at the offense and go, that's dead. The offense is dead. And if Daniel Jones is not, he doesn't just have to be healthy. He has to be as good as humanly possible, 110%. You're in trouble. Because this is a running team with a massive lack of weapons that I give even a small amount about. It's Tyler Warren, Alec Pierce, Josh Downs. End of message.
Mm-hmm.
I think your running back room is thin. I think your quarterback room is thin. And that's where I'm going with this. I think you do have to trade Anthony Richardson, which was in the original ESPN story. I also think you have to add another arm. You cannot go into a season with Riley Leonard as the backup. You just can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it would be it's just your season's over before it started because you've got a guy coming off an injury that you don't know exactly what he is, and you're going to turn this over to a guy that can't really throw. Oh, and by the way, the other backup is Easton Stick, another running quarterback that can't really throw. You've got to add something. I don't care if it's Garoppolo. I don't care if it's Teddy Bridgewater, Cooper Rush. I don't care. You have got to find a veteran contingency plan to Daniel Jones because it's not Anthony Richardson.
Mm-hmm.
He's proven it. I've seen it. Anthony Richardson is one of those players that needs to be put in mothballs for the next 2 years to figure out what he's going to be. Because he's still young.
Mm-hmm.
But if you play him this year, it's going to be third verse, same as the first.
But what can you get out of him?
Nothing.
Somebody giving you a 6?
Maybe.
A conditional 6?
Maybe. Because he's only 24 years old.
And how likely is it that this could be the team that gets into the Brendan Sorsby?
I think
Derby?
that's very possible. I actually considered giving him to them instead of to the Jets. The deal with the Jets is just how good of a roster you could build not having to take quarterback next year.
Yeah.
With Richardson, I don't – you can tell me I'm out of my mind on this, and that's fine. I do not see any way that Anthony Richardson is not the third quarterback for the Green Bay Packers when September rolls around.
Ooh, okay. I could see that.
Because they've got Tyrod Taylor, who's got 1 year left as the backup. You give him a year. There's no pressure. We're not even going to dress you. You're the emergency 3.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see what we did with Malik Willis? He was in worse shape than you are.
Yeah, we gave him a shot.
And he wound up making $75 million off of it.
Yep.
I keep running that one through my head is that he's going to end up in Green Bay, and they're either going to have to go the Sorsby route or one of the names that I just said. Cooper Rush was the one that I had written down because Russell Wilson was the one I would have said if he had not signed the deal with CBS to go into television.
Yep.
But if you go into the year with just Riley Leonard, you're already in trouble.
Yep. All right, and then the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jacksonville fans like this team way better than I do, and I get that. I just don't think you're the hammer that you want to think that you are because you beat up on a lot of bad teams last year. They're good. I'm not saying they're not. You know what position I'm going down here.
Running back.
To me, you cannot go into this season. This is where I put Najee Harris. Because Bashal Tutin, to me, is going to struggle running between the tackles. And the argument Jaguar fans have had for me is that Travis Etienne did too. Well, he still rushed for 1,100 yards. Bashal Tutin couldn't break 4 yards a carry He was a 3.7 with Travis Etienne, with him as the backup. When you jump up a step, that doesn't tend to get better. I want him to be able to get to the outside. I need somebody that can grind out yards, and I just don't think you have one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know you like Chris Rodriguez, talking about, Joey Gladstone, the GM of the Jaguars, not you. And
right.
Yes, I called him Joey intentionally because I'm not calling him by his name until he shows he's actual NFL GM. Najee Harris needs somewhere that he can get that one last bite at the apple. And I think it's what he's waiting for. And there's just not many of those around the NFL. The only one I see is Jacksonville. And that will give you a goal line work, a between the tackles work. Look. How good is it going to be? I don't know. But if you go in with just Bashal Tootin and Chris Rodriguez and 2 pass catchers, I don't like your chances.
Secondary move, maybe another linebacker. I just don't feel like they did much to replace Devin Lloyd.
They really like Jack Kaiser. They really like Ventrell Miller. They better hope those 2 things work out because there is absolutely nothing behind them.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going down the linebacker path, I'm just not sure. I mean, you got Okereke, Levante David's done. I mean, you go Logan Wilson or Kenneth Murray. I'm not sure any of those things actually help. They give you another body,
yeah.
But I'm not sure it's a body that's better than what you already have. Matt Milano. I don't see it. Linebacker as time is going on and this is one of the things I said when they let Lloyd sign with the Panthers. It is becoming harder and harder and harder to find impact players that play that position.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they've painted themselves into a bit of a corner there.
And then finally, the Houston Texans. As they make one move that can make this team better. What would it be?
I think Houston is so good. Houston is so good, and they have low-key drafted really well. And that's going to sound weird coming from me because it's so many just kind of dart throws.
Mm-hmm.
Look how deep the receiver room is. I mean, I know Lewis Bond is not necessarily a name that the average fan knows, but Lewis Bond is a dude. And that's a nice developmental piece, and they did that virtually everywhere. They're 12 deep on the offensive line. Do I love any of these guys? Not really, but it's going to be exponentially better than it was.
Except for Keelan Rutledge. That's the one.
I do love Keelan Rutledge. Do you find it strange they're playing him at center?
No. I feel like he's a guy that could play anywhere. He's a Zach Tom.
I can't go there on the outside.
You don't think he can play a tackle?
Leans too much. Now, on the interior, that's fine.
Yeah.
Because he's got Keelan Rutledge has a bad attitude. Like, his parents only fed him when he won.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, if I'm looking for a long-term center, a long-term guard, that's exactly what I want.
Absolutely. He's like a Scottish soccer fan coming into America, just going, you know what?
Do it all.
I'm going to do it all. I came here to drink beers and chew some bubble gum, and I ain't
I'm
got no
all
more
out of bubble gum. This is the spot where I'm looking at Larry Ogunjobi.
Okay.
This one was. It's really funny you accidentally did this one last because I didn't tell you this was the one that I just sat here going, what do you give the team that has everything? I mean, we've crucified the line for years. Well, now they could go for 2 years with never having the same offensive line combination, and I got news for you. One of them's going to work. I don't know which one, but I can't complain about that. The receiver room's deep. You added David Montgomery, yet you've still got Woody Marks, who I said was a year away from being a year away when you drafted him. You got a nice backup quarterback. The only spot that I look at this team and go, hey, I could use another piece on the interior to where Logan Hall doesn't necessarily have to be a thing. Does it bother you to hear that name? Is that still
no, not really.
I still give it the angina.
I'm over it. No, Joe Tryon Shoyinka retiring really kind of cleansed my palate.
I did notice after those two, you never second guessed me on a Buccaneers first round pick again.
No, I did not. I didn't like them to begin with, and I hoped that you were wrong. And then when you weren't, I was like, oh.
It's even worse because now not only did it just absolutely it was awful for my team, but now I got to deal with Gingerbeard over here that hasn't shut up about being right for 5 years.
He thinks he's right about everything.
That's not true. I mean, I think I'm right about when I say it.
Right.
And then, I resist the urge to admit that I was wrong for as long as humanly possible.
But if he's ever confident enough to put his money behind something, then...
Oh, if I tell you I would bet on it, I know way more than I'm letting on, and I've already got my hand in your pocket.
Exactly.
Yeah, so for me, I would add another defensive line piece just to shore that up because that is the strength of your team.
As we part you for the weekend, just want to remind you that we do have soccer coverage coming on ESPN Asheville tomorrow, the U.S. and Australia. We have several games coming over the weekend, including a midnight special coming up between 11:30 Saturday night, playing on into the wee hours of the morning. Everyone around the world is following the big tournament, and you can too with the DraftKings Sports app. It's live everywhere you go, so even if you're going on vacation out of state, it's live there too, wherever you're going in the United States. DraftKings Sports has all of the action for you, from the group stage chaos, the knockout drama, the stoppage time heartbreak. DraftKings Sports app is live everywhere, so whether you're catching that early kickoff before work or if you're catching the late one at the bar, which they get pretty late during the tournament, you're not going to miss any of the action. You'll have it all right there in the palm of your hand.
New DraftKings customers sign up with our code WPEK. Spend $5 to get $200 in rewards within 21 days. That's code WPEK in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus, North Carolina only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
And we will see you next week right here in the Sportsocracy. Day off tomorrow. Catch you back here on Monday at noon.
In Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Partly sunny, hot and humid for us out here this afternoon. Scattered showers and storms possible here this afternoon and into tonight. Some with heavy rain, gusty winds. Middle to upper 80s this afternoon, but feeling like it's in the 90s. Middle to upper 60s tonight. Chance for an early morning shower, rumble of thunder on Friday afternoon. Sun, highs tomorrow around 80. Weekend forecast, sunny mid-80s Saturday. Late day storm Sunday for Father's Day. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone at the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's new Biggie Deals. Choose one of Wendy's new Biggie Deals. At $4, $6, and $8, pick one of the new Biggie Deals you're craving. For a pretty Biggie deal, gotta be Wendy's. U.S. price and participation may vary.
America is turning 250, and iHeartRadio is celebrating with $250,000 in cash. Weekdays through July 4th. Listen for your chance to win $2,500 so you can take the ultimate American getaway.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Incredible service, honest communication, trusted accountability. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
Good morning, guys. I just want to warn you, traffic is tough out there.
We are here for you to tell you how to keep safe,
Everybody who is listening needs to take cover as soon as they can.
to provide the music, talk, and sports you love, and to deliver the news that matters to you. We are the voices you can trust. We are live and local. We are America's broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress you depend on your local radio stations.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
The iHeartRadio app now has presets. Just like in the car. You're our number one. Make us yours. ESPN Asheville, the mountain's favorite sports station, streaming 24/7. Your home for the Sportsocracy. Weekdays at noon. The Tar Heels and Atlanta Braves baseball.
The Atlanta Braves are on a mission, and night after night they are making their case as one of the best teams in baseball.
3-2 to Drake. And he swings and hits a missile to deep right field to the chop house and out of here.
chopping toward another playoff run.
Olsen hits it well. Deep center field to the wall and gone!
The Mountains' home for Braves baseball is ESPN Asheville. Proudly brought to you by Parks Ford of Hendersonville.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Clarissa Sells WNC is the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at ClarissaSellsWNC.com.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at ParksFordHendersonville.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
ESPN Asheville. Yeah. WPEK Fairview. WMXF Waynesville. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
ESPN Asheville. Yeah. WPEK Fairview. WMXF Waynesville. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Now, here's a chance for Hall. Breaks in. Gets his own scores! Taylor Hall gets Carolina on the board. He got loose, and the man leads the Canes in points. Puts Carolina in the lead. It's 1-0. And now Stankoven with a turnover out in front for Blake. Still loose. Stankoven shot. Save Hart. Second chance for Stankoven. Save Hart. Now they went up to score!